What's going on, people? How y'all doing today? We got a little show for y'all. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. We're going to give people a few minutes to come on in the building. So I'm just going to play a little music in a few minutes while people are coming in. But I appreciate y'all for joining the stream tonight. So we got a nice little topic for y'all. We want to know, how can a woman that has been married 4 times be the prize? That's what the conversation is about tonight. How you doing? How you doing? Good evening. Appreciate you for tapping in. In a minute, I will drop the link, the StreamYard link. All you have to do is hit the link and join the platform. Okay. Shout out to everybody that's on Facebook. Shout out to everybody that is on YouTube. I appreciate y'all for tapping in tonight. We're gonna have a grown man and woman conversation. We're not gonna do no bashing. We're just gonna put the facts out there. Lord Jesus, that's not even discussion. Well, we're gonna have it, okay? We are going to have it. And from the words of our lady Jennifer Lopez, she still considers herself the prize. Jennifer Lopez considers herself the prize. So listen, anybody want to come up on the stage, right? Well, you don't have to have your camera on. Now, if you're dressed appropriately, you can have your camera on. If you're not dressed appropriately, then you might not want to hit that button. All right. But we're gonna have this conversation tonight. And before we get to the main event, that conversation, we're gonna have some other subjects that we talked about on the MVP platform earlier today. If you're on the page, we're gonna pose those questions. And so listen, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. All you have to do is hit the link, come up on the channel. So again, we're gonna give y'all a few minutes. Gonna give people a few minutes. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you share it. Okay. Let's take a little brief intermission. Welcome. It is your boy, Trey, the Truth Teller. We're going to tell some hard truths tonight. We're going to have this conversation. I'm about to drop the link to pull up on the platform. I'm going to drop the link in the comments. Just hit the link, come on up, and we're going to have this conversation tonight. Appreciate y'all. So listen, if you want to have a conversation, come up on the platform, hit that link that is in the comments, and you can bring yourself up. I will make sure you're dressed appropriately. Listen, watch your language, all right? We should be able to have a conversation without a whole bunch of degenerate words, all right? I.e. profanity. We can say the little profanity, but not the big profanity. And if anybody come up, if you have a difference of opinion, listen, we don't have to argue about it. We're just going to talk about it. So I appreciate y'all for joining this evening. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. So hit that link on YouTube or Facebook. Come on up, pull on up. We are going to have this conversation. So real quick, the first question we are going to pose. And if you don't want to come up, what we'll do is I'll just answer it. All right, so we're going to pull up the platform, Men's Viewpoint. A lot of y'all follow me on that platform. I appreciate all the followers. We have a group of people that run this page. I am the founder of Men's Viewpoint. Okay, I am the founder. All right. Sorry, real quick, we're going to go to the first question because we had these questions on the platform today, and we had some. Okay, here go the first one right here. All right, boom. Who is liable? Let me see if I can make this bigger. Now I can't even make it bigger. All right. Give me a second, real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to bring this train down. All right, here we go. So who is liable for ensuring condoms are used by male partners during intercourse? That's what I want to know. Ladies and gentlemen, who are responsible? Now, listen, I know y'all going to answer in the comments, but listen, I need y'all to come up. I need y'all to hit the link on. Let me drop the link one more time. Let me hit it one more time. Let me put it in the comments. Hit that link, come up on the platform so we can have this conversation. I want to be up here talking to myself. I love to engage. I love to have dialogue. I enjoy having a meeting of the minds. We have not went live on Men MVP in a while. Okay? But we're going to start going live even more. I got to see about doing live reactions to certain videos and certain content when it comes to the Facebook aspect of it. But I know for sure when we pop it on the YouTube, we don't have a problem with that. So again, hit the link, pull up. Let's have this conversation. I don't want it to be a one-man show. But it says, who is liable for ensuring condoms are used by male partners during intercourse? I know a lot of people are going to have a difference of opinion. Some ladies are going to say the men. Some men are going to say the ladies. Some people are going to say both. And at the moment, I'm going to hold my viewpoint until we get some other individuals on the platform. How you doing tonight? Hey, how you doing?
Oh, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How you doing?
Mic check, mic check. Trade the truth.
I hear you loud and clear. What's going on?
A9, man. Pieces and blessings. Shout outs to the mighty LDBC and Trade the Truth, aka Blu-ray. What's going
Yes,
on,
sir.
good brother? Happy New Year's, happy holidays, happy everything. Hope everything's going well on your side of the family.
Bless.
So what's the topic for tonight? So we can chop it up.
Well, so the actual topic is how can a woman that has been married 4 times be the prize, right? So we'll get to that. That's the main event. That's going to be the main subject.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah. We'll talk about that in a minute because we're going to play a video and we're going to listen to Jennifer Lopez and a little speech that she had. But I just want to get some icebreakers popping off before we get to that conversation, right? So right now you see on the screen it says, who is liable for ensuring condoms are used by male partners during intercourse? That's the actual topic discussed right now. Since I only have one brother, I need some of the ladies on Facebook to hit the link and pull up, some of the ladies on YouTube to hit the link and pull up so we can chop it up. Like I said, I'm going to start going live more, having these grown adult conversations, much needed conversations. The women are blaming the men are blaming the women. Some people say, you know what, both are responsible. So what is your perspective on this specific subject currently?
If any brother goes after this woman, is solely for the clout, the name, like
no. I'm talking about who is liable for ensuring condoms are used during intercourse by male partners during intercourse.
I'm so sorry, good brother. I don't understand the question. So basically, you're asking me who's responsible for what?
For a man having on a condom.
Oh, okay, that's the
during
man.
Intercourse.
That's the man. No matter what, women are emotional beings. They go off of feeling. They go off of adrenaline. They're going off the moment. Us, we're victims of that too. But we have to look at the bigger picture and say, hold up. I know this is ecstasy. I know there's dopamine right now at the moment, but you got to separate yourself from that and say, you know, this might be consequential for my seeds, my family tree, my good name for generations to come, just because of that one night. So I can't put that on females. I can't.
Okay, no. We just having a conversation. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever, hold on, it won't let you join. Hit the link. Let me drop the link again real quick. Let me drop it again. See if you can pull up. If you cannot, change if you're using change your browser. If you cannot hit the link to pull up, change your browser and it might let you come up then. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Have you ever and remember, we're not we're gonna answer it from an older viewpoint, but sometimes think about when you were younger as well, right? So let me be transparent. I can now, of course, now that I'm older, I'm in my 40s, of course, 100%. I believe that it's the male's responsibility. But in my younger days, just being transparent, if it was about to go down and I didn't have one, what you doing?
Oh, you asking me? Okay, so if you didn't have one and it's just you and Shorty,
yeah,
run to the corner store. I know there has to be a corner store somewhere. There has to be a 24-hour CVS, Walgreens. There has to be something, but nah, you can't just throw it away off of that one night. I'm sorry.
All right, so hold on. So question: you've never not had a condom and you still proceed?
Trey, I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna bullshit you. Absolutely, I've done some retarded dumb shit. Absolutely, okay, yeah. And thank God I survived it. Hey man, hey, before we continue this conversation, you prefer Blu-ray or Trade the Truth?
It don't matter.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm just being okay. So quick. Okay, so you said you've done both in your mature age. You're not playing Russian roulette at all.
At all.
I got you. Any man 30 and up, I'm not even gonna say 30 and up. Just period. We advocate for men being responsible across the board. So I don't care if you're young, old, protect yourself at all times. Ain't that what they say in the boxing ring? Protect yourself at all times. So all men, we giving out a message right now, no matter what age you are. I don't care how good it feel. I don't care if she deny you, but we're gonna have a realistic conversation. But we're gonna set the premise to always protect yourself if you are thinking about having intercourse.
They don't even promote that no more on TV. You know what they promote? You got to get that shot from you got to get that shot from Pfizer. You got to get that Opozec if you want to lose weight. You got to get this. You got to get, but they don't even promote that no more. Like, as if HIV and AIDS don't even exist no more. I'm 36 now. I'm a 90s baby. I was born in 1990. So yeah, I did all my dumb shit in 2008, 2015. But now, consciously looking back, nah, I would never. You can put on any type of narcotic, drink. I don't give a fuck. Like, nah, I'm good.
That's just like me, bro. I don't care how intoxicated I got back in the day, because I don't drink anymore. But back in the day, when I was out in the streets, when I was doing my thing, bro, I don't care how intoxicated I was. I knew what I was doing. But on the flip side, right? Have you ever been dealing with a woman and she said that she was allergic to condoms?
Absolutely. What is that about? What does that mean? Like, okay.
We need some ladies to pull up. We need some of the ladies to pull up. Hey, the link is in the comments, ladies. If you want to pull up,
Your trade. You know what it is.
Okay, so true story from my understanding, because I'm not a woman. I can only convey what I've been told. I've had women say that it breaks them out. That latex breaks them out. And so me being transparent.
What about that other breakout? What about that other one?
Hold on real quick. Hey, Sarah, hit the link in the comments and come on the platform. That's one of my good friends. That's one of my homegirls.
Okay. That's the homie.
I'm seeing she'll come up. Hey, hit that link right there, Sarah, and come up on the stage. You don't have to turn your camera on. We're just having a conversation. She usually comes up on the platform.
So I was going to say, it is Saturday night, and it's 10:12 p.m. right now in New York City. So I can see that everybody probably be out and shit, you know? Oh, I'm sorry for cursing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sorry about that. I won't do that.
Nah, you good, family. You good. Yeah, but no, so true be told, like from my understanding, that latex condoms do give some women issues, right? Like I said, I'm not a woman. I can't speak for a woman. So, you know what I mean? That's just from my understanding. Sarah, how you doing?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
Good evening, Queen. Hope all is well. Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year. Good evening. the question I came in on was the latex or the women saying they're allergic to latex. It's more than just women. There's a lot of people, like even if you go into the doctor's office, they have to stop using latex gloves because of the allergic reaction to some of their patients get. It's like a bad breakout. They break out in hives. There was a guy in the comment that said that he actually told the girl it wasn't latex and it was, and how she swelled up down there. That
Oh
could
Oh,
wow.
actually kill somebody. That's like a peanut allergy.
mm.
If you touch a peanut, that could kill you. So
Gotcha.
yeah, there is men and women allergic to latex. It's not just a woman thing.
Okay. So and like I say, we're not one thing we have to do, and we're just having a candid conversation because we
Hmm.
all know that we are more mature at this particular age.
Yeah.
Now, some of us are not because a lot of times people get on the internet and they preach something that they don't practice,
Hmm.
right?
Yep.
Let's
Yep.
be real. People don't want to look embarrassed, but in real life, that they don't practice what they preach. But I'm not saying that to y'all, but I'm just saying it's been my experience with dealing with people on the internet. And
Hmm.
I'm just saying,
Mhm.
so since we got a woman, let's ask the woman then. So
Hmm.
Sarah, so quick, you have
Hmm.
never told a so you have never told a man that you prefer not to use condoms.
No, I've never said that.
Okay, respect. Okay, so but you have used unprotected sex, right?
I got 2 kids by one man. So
Okay,
yeah.
you did. Okay,
Nice.
okay.
That's a
But
blessing.
Yeah. Yeah, it
but
is.
but the thing is that have you ever? Okay, so every time you've had sex, you've always used a condom. I'm talking about outside of your ex. I think it's your ex-husband, right?
Well, father,
Okay,
my
the
kid's
father,
father. Yeah.
outside of the father of your kids,
Hmm.
every man has had on a condom, or you
I have
use some
been
type of huh?
I have been in a long-term relationship prior to kids, where we did not always use protection.
Okay, so what
That
stopped
was
you
like
from?
a 3-year relationship.
I got you. So
Yeah.
what stopped you from getting pregnant?
I'm the big believer that it's gonna happen in God's timing, not our timing. So I say that in that 3 years, and he had admitted to, going all the way in that sense. I know we adults, but I'm trying to keep it PG.
Yeah, I got you.
Um, he's admitted that he has gone all the way, and never once did I have a scare. So in that three
And you didn't
years,
use like birth control, nothing like that.
nothing like that. Nope.
Don't mind me asking, Sarah.
Hmm.
Nice to meet you, D'Artagnan here. What's your relationship with your father? Because I'm actually a father
My
of two.
father has as long as we lived in the same state. There's only two years, and I was like kindergarten, first grade when we didn't live in the state where my father lives at. My father has always been in my life.
Wow, that's beautiful, and that has been fundamental to why you have done very well with relationships between you and men, right?
I try. I ain't gonna say all relationships between me and men are uh perfect. As a relationship, as me being in a relationship with a man, yeah, I can say that either. But my father was a big influence on my life growing up, and
You
we've
hear
even
that?
had our falling outs. But I don't hold any man's actions against the next man.
I hear that. I'm a father to a little girl. She's 5 years old right now. So
Mm.
any advice you give me, it'll help shape to what's coming into the future. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, anything, all I can say, because I look for my son who is now 17, I look for male influence on him too. Like I actually told him to follow Trey's platform a long time ago. This is when he was like 16 years old, 15, 16.
That's love.
Um, so any advice is let her bloom. You know what I'm saying? You know how to guide her. You know how you want to treat her mother. You know how you want her to see her treated. So you gonna guide her in that way. I used to see my father get at my younger sisters. Majority of the time, I stayed with my mom, so I used to see my father get at my younger sisters about how they would be hanging out and who they'd hang out with and things like that.
Mhm.
So I watched that. You know what I'm saying? I watched my older sister, how she used to hang out and I and get in trouble and things like that. And I just learned from watching others.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Nah, that's what's up. Appreciate that, Sarah. All right, so real quick, we're gonna go to the second question before we proceed. So I got it up on the screen. It says, "Gentlemen." So this this don't apply to you, Sarah.
Mhm.
Okay, because you said you never done this, but we're gonna see. Gentlemen, what do you do when a woman mentioned being allergic to condoms? Did you still proceed, my
I
brother? Did you
I
still proceed?
proceeded straight to the pharmacy. I proceeded straight to the convenience store. It only takes 10, 12 minutes. That's all it takes.
So I've proceeded. I'm not gonna lie, plenty of time. I just went on and went in head first. If I'm gonna be honest with you, you know what I
Jesus
mean?
Christ. Mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes.
Yeah, for real. Like, no, for real. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Like, I was,
Yeah, I'm going to
I
hell.
was a little savage when I was younger, bro.
I'm
I'm
going to
being
hell.
real with you.
I just told my son today after reading the posts where you posted who is in charge of making sure the male partner is protected. Blah blah. I was just telling my son today. I was like, I don't care what anybody say. You protect yourself.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You
100%.
carry a condom or whatever. If she say, "Oh, you don't have to use that. Put your clothes on and leave." If you ever come across a female, be like,
I
"You don't
agree.
need to use that." You
Yeah,
know, at
protect
17.
yourself at all times, fellas.
Mm-hmm. At any time a female says no, you don't need to use one of those. Make sure you put your clothes on. You leave her where she lie at.
No, I agree, 100%. All right, so we don't have to stay on that one real quick. So we're gonna go to another one. Ladies, why do you have sex with a man that told you he doesn't want a child? I wish we had more women on the platform to answer this one.
Mm-hmm.
Because I done seen this plenty of time. Matter of fact, I've even said that before.
Mm-hmm.
I've
Trey,
told a woman that myself, bro.
if anything, but the times are different today. Promiscuity, if I'm saying it correct, that's
Mm-hmm.
being promoted heavily. So the question in today's time, I mean, if it was 2015 or 2020 or anything before that, cool. Like, but today, like, women are being sent messages through social media, through Netflix series, through commercials, through propaganda, what have you. They're being told, be independent, be strong, be by yourself, be self-reliant. You can have sex with as many people as you want. It's cool. And so this question in itself is almost like numb to
Yeah,
today's people. But I hear you. I hear what you're saying, and Sarah too. I think I'm speaking for everyone that we're against this, but today, like, it's just the wild wild west as far as morality goes. Like,
It is scary. But to answer what question from a woman's perspective, um, if he said he didn't want to have kids and y'all have that established, then it's up to the woman whether she wants to continue. Maybe it's not to have kids that she is laying down with that man. So you
which
have to
most of
take
the
that in.
time is most of the time
Mhm.
most of the time is.
Yeah,
well,
so
well, well,
we are
well,
sexual beings as well as just like men. We are sexual too as women.
100%. And that's what I'm saying. Like, we have to be realistic when it comes to understanding that sometimes people engage in sexual activity just to have fun, or
Mhm.
just because they are lusting for this particular individual.
Mhm.
The woman wants to enjoy the man because she's attracted to the man. The man wants to enjoy the woman because he's attracted to the woman. That's reality, y'all. We can't act like that's not real. Like
God designed
everybody,
us
just
that
like my
way.
brother Eight was just talking about, the morality has gone. So, but we got people that act like that in everyday society. The average person is walking with a moral code, which we know is not true.
God designed us to have those
Urges.
impulses,
Hmm.
those urges, and that's how we have survived over time through our human race, is by procreating, and thank God for that.
100%.
Actually,
But on the other end, with knowing that, I know she should take precaution, and I know he is probably taking precaution to make sure that that doesn't happen. If let's hope, make sure a child doesn't come out of them just having fun.
But at the end of the day, think about this, Sarah. And I know we don't have this conversation
Hmm.
several times
Hmm.
because women control if they get pregnant or not. Let's just be honest. Because if a woman doesn't want to get pregnant, she has all the contraceptive. They have made it so easily for y'all to prevent it. Am I right or wrong?
For everybody to prevent it. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like, to prevent from her from getting pregnant because she has to carry the child.
Right. But just like male protection, they break. Right.
True.
So maybe you speaking of like if she's on birth control or if she's using like a sponge or a female condom, you know what I'm saying? That's probably more the route to go these days.
Yeah, but a lot of women use different things to make sure that they don't get pregnant. Is what I'm saying. You
like
got
the Plan B and all that.
You got the IUD, if I said that right,
Yep.
and all the other different things that y'all have to prevent y'all from getting upset. I mean, getting pregnant.
There's a lot of options, but there's no definitive 100% protection. There's always that 99.999% chance. So yeah, you got a lot of options, but
even with an IUD, protection is still recommended because you can get pregnant on IUD and the baby is born with it stuck to their head, or yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes, you can still get pregnant with an IUD because it could be some kind of malfunction. It can come out and you don't know about it. It could be pushed up in you and you don't know about it, but a baby can still be produced even with that. Even with if you're on the pill as a woman, and let's say you miss a day, and then you double up the next day, and you had sex on that day you missed, you're ovulating, so therefore you can get pregnant.
Gotcha. So because y'all, but so what I'm saying is because y'all give the access at the end of the day. Because think about this. A woman, Sarah, you can get pregnant and you can say, you know what, I don't want this baby. And there's nothing a man can do about it. Right or wrong?
I mean, it depends on the situation.
Okay,
I just watched the video.
Hold on, Sarah, I'm gonna make the statement again. If a woman gets pregnant and she chooses, she said, I do not want to have this baby, what can the man do?
If he really can't do nothing unless he want to be like, I want to be with you, I want to marry you, we're gonna be a family and have this baby together.
What if she didn't want to have? What if she still don't want to have it? What can a man do?
Then if she didn't want to have it, she gonna take a Plan B or whatever have you, or either protect herself during the actual act.
What if she's already pregnant and it's an unexpected pregnancy, and the man says, "Hey, I want my child." She said, "I'm not having no baby."
You want me to say that she could have an abortion? Sure.
No. I'm not saying that's not what I want you to say. I'm asking, what can the man do about it?
If she don't want the only thing I can say is he can commit to her. There is really nothing he can do about it. If she's choosing not to have that baby, she gonna find some way.
Exactly. Hold on, Sarah. That's my point. There's nothing a man can do. I can cry. I can tell the police. I can tell the judge. I can tell God. That woman does not want to have that baby. There is absolutely nothing a man can do.
That's the whole thing. We're gonna prevent everything.
Isn't it my body, my choice?
Huh?
Isn't it my body, my choice?
To prevent the pregnancy?
No. Isn't it my body, my choice?
I mean, yeah, but it's your body, your choice to use the rubber as well.
Yo, Sarah, you go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I'm not.
Hey, no, you good. Hey, no, go ahead. Hey, go ahead.
I'm not being condescending or laughing at you. Go ahead, Sarah. I'm
That's
sorry.
cool. No. I'm like, we got to look at both sides of the coin, because like,
Sarah,
if you're
you're
out
not
here
looking at
just
both
having,
sides. You're only giving from one perspective because I'm asking you a direct question and it's taking you forever just to give a blanket straight answer.
I gave a blanket straight answer, because he could either commit to her and tell her he's gonna be by her every step of the way, or either he's going to be preventive and she's going to be preventive, so they're not having that situation. I mean, I don't know what else you want me to say, because outside of that, if she's already pregnant, then she's either going to go and have an abortion, or she's going to go through the pregnancy. Maybe he'll talk her into, hey, I'll raise the kid myself. Or either she'll be like, I'm just
Sarah,
going to suck it up
if
and
the
be a woman
woman
and raise a
doesn't
child.
want to have the baby, there's nothing the man can do because it's my body, my choice.
Preventive care. Preventive. That's where
Sarah, it's
we got to
already too
prevent
late.
it.
It's already too late if she's already pregnant.
I mean, that's the only option.
Hey,
She either going to abort it or either accept
isn't
it.
that the way I phrased the question? I mean, I made the statement.
I don't know how else you want me to answer. Either she going to accept it and have the baby anyway, or she going to have an abortion.
No. This is the point. If a man gets a woman pregnant and he wants the child, and she says, I do not want the child, there's nothing the man can do. It's that simple. He can say, I want to get married. He can give her all the money. If the woman doesn't want the child, there's nothing the man can do. That's
okay, so let's bring up
give a blanket answer and just leave it at that.
Let's bring up the instance where that has happened.
Okay,
and the mother and the girl, whoever, carried the child to a full term, and then the father took on the single parent role.
Okay, so you conceded to the point that there's nothing the man can do, right?
He can take on the parent role, or either she gonna get rid of it. I don't know how else to say it.
Hey,
there's no blanket answer
Sarah,
to it. There is ways that he can do something about it. I've given you the options he could do.
Sarah, I'm gonna speak on both sides, and I'll tell you exactly what power a man has. At that point in time, his power is all gone.
Hey, hold on real quick. Hey, listen, the link is in the chat. I'm gonna drop the link. My boy Uncle Rick is in the building. I'm gonna drop the link. If you want to pull up on the stream, listen, on if you want to be a blessing, you can send stars on Facebook, or you can hold on, let me try it again. Well, just look at the comments. The link should be in the chat. Hold on, let me try to drop it again. Something just happened. But again, there you go. My Cash App, I'm demonetized on YouTube, so you want to bless my Cash App, you see my Cash App going across the bottom. Like I said, I'm gonna start going live more, start giving y'all more content. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Go ahead, 8.
So at this point, you know what? Let's reverse all the way. See, this question is so legit, but the circumstance is even more detrimental. We could have avoided all this had we skipped the sexual part. But you know how our parents used to tell us, hey, just have sex after marriage. That's why. I mean, as corny as it sounds, I'm sorry, as corny as it sounds, because it is I'm sorry, it is corny. It is corny. But that's why they put that in place, so we could avoid all of this catastrophe. But to answer your question specifically, Trey, at this point, the man has no power because the state, femininity, feminism. I'm not talking about you, Sarah. I'm pretty sure that you're very feminine in your way, rightfully so, as God designed you to. But it favors where women, if you would, don't quote me on this, but where it has to have them in a higher pedestal, and then the alpha male is dwindled to a lower degree. You understand me? So now it has to have us in a position where we got to ask, beg, could you please? Could you not do this? Could you do this out of morality? But the woman, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's on her. It's on her. Legally, it's on her. Morally, It's not right, but legally
Right.
it's on her. So to answer your question specifically, we can't do nothing at that point. But what we could do, just like you asked me earlier, if she's allergic to the condoms, what will you do? I'm gonna proceed straight to the Walgreens, to the CVS, to the pharmacy to avoid all of this, so we don't have to have this discussion. You
Hmm.
understand me? So to avoid having to be in this predicament, don't have
Protect it. Protect
don't
yourself.
have
Hmm.
sex or unprotected sex with a woman that you're not ready to have to face this type of
100%,
situation.
bro.
Yep, I
Now,
agree.
me being real, my grandfather told me. He said, "Don't ever have sex with a woman that you're not willing to marry."
That was some good advice, but you
Like
know, we hard
that's the
headed.
way my grandfather taught me. Now, did I
Yeah,
follow that?
we hard headed.
That's a different story. But
All of us,
Hmm.
to the
that's the
exception
way
of
I
none.
was taught. At least he gave me a precedence or gave me a goal to reach. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And as I got more experience and and got more, swaggish and started feeling myself and seeing how the ladies love me, then my energy got totally different. If I'm being real with y'all, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Hey, listen, if you're on YouTube, like the stream, share the stream. If you're on Facebook, make sure you like and share. We having a grown-up conversation. We're about to talk about how can a woman that has been married 4 times be the prize. And we're talking about Jennifer Lopez. She had a performance and she said that women are the prize. We have a lady up on the panel, Miss Sarah. If any ladies are on in the comments on YouTube and we are streaming on Facebook, hit the stream in the comments, pull up, make sure if you like the content, bless my Cash App. I'm demonetized on YouTube, so hey, bless my Cash App. Facebook, you can hit the Cash App or send stars, but we rocking out. Go ahead, Sarah.
How can a lady who's been married for a time be the prize?
Hold on, no, we gonna wait.
Oh,
We gonna wait. We ain't
oh,
gonna yet. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for that. We're gonna just keep having this conversation right now. And
oh.
right now, Sarah, we just vibing. And while you got me and Ada up here, you can ask us anything outside of that. Like I said, we just had some icebreakers. We just vibing. We having fun tonight. Instead of us
Absolutely.
watching goddamn Netflix or something, we just having a conversation. So
Okay.
you got 2 men up here. You want to get our perspective on anything that you just want to talk about randomly. Let's go. Talk to us.
I can be on your platform. I can get a little bit mouthy. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Sarah, you know me and you done had full out arguments before. Come on.
Yeah, for real. So I can be mouthy. So the one that today that I saw was who is in charge of the
Hey, if you want
mural.
to turn your camera on, you can do. But I know if you got your bonnet and your
I do. I
if you
got
got
my
hey,
bonnet on.
if
I
you
am
got your
laying
bonnet
down.
and your breast out, just go keep it on.
I got my bonnet on. I am laying down. So I'm talking to you from my room.
You got that bonnet and breast out, just keep your camera on, baby. We don't want no men jumping in your DM when we get off, all right?
We is not gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. But
Hey, cause Sarah thick.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
No,
I'm getting to
no,
where I want to be at.
no comment. No comment.
I'm getting where I want to be at.
That's what's up. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was about to switch the subject.
No, it's the question about who is in charge of making sure the mill is protected or is wearing protection. That is what I would like to talk about because I have a perspective as a female.
Now, hold on, Sarah. Before you answer this, I have a full confession because I did tell Trey that if I don't have a comment, please do not forget what we were gonna say. Do not
Mhm.
forget. Do not forget.
I'm on.
Do not. Okay. I did have circumstances, at least 2 that I'm just remembering right now, where I wanted to proceed, didn't have it on me. That is in my early 20s, and the female was like, "Nah, if you don't got, we ain't going." So it's not just
Mhm.
the guy. I had situations where now I'm remembering. Now I'm remembering this. Where they told me, "Nah, you don't got nothing. Nah, we ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We staying right here."
But
Go
my
ahead, Sarah.
that answer that starts a conversation because my whole thing is it's like you was honest and was like I don't have anything on me and she stopped you, right?
Yeah.
So you were in charge of protecting yourself at that time, correct?
I mean, both of us, because we both
Right.
adults at that time.
Because
Yeah.
most I'm not gonna say dudes because women do it too.
Shout out to
Uh,
Uncle Rick.
because most people want to leave it up to one person, but it's your appendage. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna protect yourself in your way, and she gonna protect herself in her way. Like she was like, you ain't got nothing. We gonna stop right there, right?
Yeah.
But you took charge and was like, and told her, hey, I don't have protection. You know what I'm saying? You took charge of your body, and she
Okay,
took
so
charge of
Sarah,
her.
real quick, Sarah. So let me ask you this:
hmm
anytime a man entered your body without a condom, did he force himself or did you allow him to?
I have 2 kids. I allowed
No,
that.
no. I'm not even talking about the kids and who the man you had kids by. The other man, how many men you been with? Do you mind telling us?
I mean, it's under one hand.
Okay, so I'm sure one of those men went in without a
I was
condom,
in a
right?
3-year relationship before my father's kids.
I
So
got you, but
yeah,
what I'm saying is, Sarah, one of those men went in without a condom, right?
at least one, yeah.
Okay, did you allow them or did they force themselves?
Yes, I allow. No, they didn't force. I allowed. I allowed that, right? But at the end of the day, my whole thing is we being adults, knowing that we are going to go and lay down with each other and do an act that we both want to be protected. So um why would we put all the pressure on one or the other for protection when we're both adults?
All right,
You
I'm gonna
take
make
care of your body, I take care of
okay,
mine.
I'm gonna make this last statement. I'm gonna let Uncle Rick chime
Mhm.
in. This is what I'm saying. It is a man's responsibility to understand that he needs to protect himself. I'm not gonna deny it. I'll be foolish to deny it. But my main point is this: is that the woman is the one that get entered. So it's, in my opinion, even if a man has a condom on, let me
Mhm.
ask you this: even if a man has a condom on,
Mhm.
and the woman say, you know what, I changed my mind. You got protection on. I don't want to have sex because you have on a condom. Can she say that?
Yeah.
And if she said that,
The man can change his mind too.
just hold on. You
Mhm.
don't change the subject. And if she said that, what would happen? Would we end up having sex or we would stop?
He gonna stop if he respects her.
Exactly. Okay. That's my point. Go ahead, Uncle Rick. What's going on, brother?
Ain't nothing. How you
Oh,
doing,
there
bro?
we
What's
go.
good with you?
Oh man, just getting into this space, man.
Look,
You know, they
little late night rendezvous, huh? Little late night rendezvous.
yeah, man. You know,
Uncle
I be
Rick, what's
watching
going
TV
on?
too
Peace
much.
and
I'm
blessings, brother. And Happy
trying
New
to get
Year.
the
What's
algorithm
good
up
with
on
you, man?
YouTube. You know, Ali been getting on me, bro. You need to start going live on
Yeah,
the
man. Yeah,
I'm
man.
start
I need to
rocking
get
out.
back going too. I hear you. I hear you. How y'all doing? Y'all good? D'Artagnan, Sarah, how y'all doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm blessed. Thank you so much for
Absolutely
asking.
good, brother. Good blood. Peace and blessings. Peace and
Thank you,
blessings.
brother. I appreciate it, man.
Absolutely.
Uh, what are women responsible for?
Talk about it. No, Sarah, take your time
No.
answering this.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
In what sense?
In the sense of this thing, right? Sex, marriage, women and
hmm
children. What are women responsible for?
Everything the woman is supposed to be responsible for.
What is that?
We're responsible for. We're gonna carry that child. We're responsible for whether we are having smex or sex. I'm sorry, TikTok. Oh my God. Having sex with many people. We are responsible for taking care of our protection. We are responsible for making sure that we are taking care of our health.
Is that it?
I mean, yeah. If
Okay.
we're in a relationship, then we're responsible to make sure that our men are taken care of too.
Okay, fine. Great. Thanks. So so if I say if me and you have sex and you get pregnant and
hmm
I say I want to keep the baby and you say no, I want to get rid of this baby. Who rules that?
At the end of the day, I hope that we can have an adult conversation. But yeah,
Right.
it's
We
my
we
womb.
right,
Yeah.
right. See, we
hmm
that's what I'm saying. Thank you. I appreciate you. Right. Yeah, and now let's listen to what I'm saying. I hear you. If we all being responsible and real about it, and if the world was perfect, right? Again, we can all have these stories about how if things went the way they're supposed to go, right? If things went the way they're supposed to go, I wouldn't have sex with you until I put a ring on your finger. That's something you control as a woman, right?
And you control as a man. Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood. Let me finish my point. Understood. Listen to what I said to you now. There's no need to rebut because, as I said, if we're being responsible adults, right? Right. So at the end of the day, I put this on the woman solely because at the end of the day, even though we both participate in this thing, if for that child to come to fruition, right, for that child to come to this planet, this plane of existence, it has to have your goal. So ultimately, it's your responsibility. I understand we both play a part in it, right? That's where men fuck up at.
Do.
Right.
Yes.
That's what men fuck up at because we put our seed in you. And then at that point, that seed, it don't matter that it came from you. Whatever she want to do with it. That's why I put that one solely on you as a woman. Right.
See, that's the whole thing. And that's the whole thing until we get to that point of where you want to be marry a woman or sleep with a woman. You are going to have that conversation before it gets to that point. Right. As a man leading the relationship, you're going to set that expectation. You already know how long do you know before you know if you're going to marry the woman you're dating?
That's a moot point.
Why is it?
That's a moot point because I cannot enter you until you allow me.
And that's the whole thing. That's why the conversation happens first.
All right. So how many conversations you had when you told a man, if you don't marry me, you can't sleep with me?
That conversation didn't need to come up because I did it willingly.
Exactly.
That, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with what I said. I was grown.
Exactly.
My first encounter wasn't until I was 21 years old. I was grown.
So
I was responsible for me. I allowed it. There is nothing wrong with what I just said. As a woman,
I didn't say it was. Before
you got here, I said women are sexual beings just like men.
So who's responsible? So who's responsible for a child coming on this planet?
I'm responsible for me as a woman, just like you're responsible for you, like you're a man. So if you do not want a baby with a woman, you're gonna do everything in your power as a man to prevent it.
Like what?
Protect yourself.
What do you mean protect yourself?
Like wear a condom.
Don't condoms break?
They do break. But therefore,
hold on. Using your example, being a responsible man, and I'm protecting myself, and the condom breaks, and listen up, right?
I'm listening.
Right, and you get pregnant, and if you're in that season of your life that you want to have a child, and I say, hey, I protected myself, the condom broke, you gonna have this baby, and you say, yeah, what can I do about it?
After we're in the day and age where if a condom breaks, God forbid there's no STDs, right? But as a woman who, if I don't want the responsibility of a child, I'm going to go find a way, like taking a plan B.
That's not what I asked you. But
that's the answer to your question.
No, it's not.
I'm going to go take a plan B and make sure to prevent the pregnancy. I just took on the responsibility as a woman.
Listen to what I'm saying, sis. No disrespect, right? But listen to what I'm saying, right?
I heard you.
I understand how this stuff goes, but I said if I use a condom and I protect myself,
and it breaks,
and it breaks, and you as a woman, it's in the season that you want to have a child. What can I say about it?
If we've already had the discussion of not having children because I'm not ready for children and the condom breaks, I'm going to go get a plan B.
That's not what I asked you.
Then what are you asking me?
Listen to what I'm saying. I protected myself. And
the condom breaks.
Listen. And if you as a woman, as a woman, even though we had the conversations already, right? Even though I wore a condom, if you have it in your head as a woman and say, you know what, I want this baby, what I got to say about it?
If you want it, then I'm going to talk to the man about it. We going to either have a baby or we're not. We know the condom breaks.
Who decides that?
Both of y'all. If y'all adult or nothing, you're in a relationship.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
That's
That's a
your
lie.
perspective as a man.
That's a lie.
That's your perspective as a man. See, as me, as a mature woman, I'm not afraid to have these conversations, or I wouldn't be up here, right?
You still ain't
So
answer my
if the
question
time,
though.
huh? I'm
You
not
still ain't
exactly
answer
sure
my
what you're
question. You
searching
misdirected.
for. I'm going to have a conversation with you if the condom breaks. We're going to have a conversation right then and there.
Right. But again, did you understand my premise that I asked you? Right.
I'm
So
going to take control of the situation. And if
listen.
we don't want the child, we're going to have a plan B before the child even comes into.
Fine. I understand that. But what if you want to keep the kid?
If you don't want to keep the kid, and I'm
No,
not going to be
I
a single
said
parent.
I said you want to keep the kid.
Right. I'm not going to, if you're not as a man, you're not willing to be with me in any sense, I'm not keeping that child. I'm not going to even get to that point of having a child. I'm going to go get a plan B. I don't know how else you want me to spin it.
So at the end of the day, in essence, you have all the control still, right?
If I want to prevent the pregnancy that he doesn't want, or that we talked about we're not ready for, we're going to prevent the pregnancy by any
Or if
means.
you wanted the pregnancy, right?
If I wanted the pregnancy and you don't plan to be with me, I'm sorry. I know that in days and ages, right now I am, me and their father haven't been together. So I know how it is to be a single parent. So I'm speaking from experience. I would not go through with having another child out of wedlock.
Unless you wanted to.
Why would I want to?
That's not my question.
No, that's not what
that's
he's
not
trying
my
to say.
question. My question is unless you wanted to, right?
If a woman wants to carry a child, and I'm not going to say myself, if a woman wanted to carry a child knowing that the person is not going to be there, that's her decision. Yeah.
Right. So again, thanks for answering the question finally, right? At the end of the day, on both sides of that coin, you guys control that.
I think my problem is I'm speaking from my perspective.
Understood. That's why I kept trying to ask you the question, because I
Yeah,
understand
I'm
how these
speaking
things
from
go.
mine, and I'm not every woman. I'm sorry, I don't care what they said. I'm not every woman.
But
So
the fact of the matter is, my apologies. Go ahead.
In instance of other women, they might keep that baby.
Right.
No, but as long as he communicates, hey, you're going to be in this on your own, and she knows what the circumstances are, then she can do, she's going to do what she wants.
Right. But most women are, and most women are going to do what they want, right? When it comes to that child. I know a situation right now where it's a guy, he slept with a girl and a condom broke. He told her she wasn't going to be there, and she still had the baby.
Yeah, I know and then she sued him, and he had to pay her. It was a big.
No. I'm talking about somebody close to me, real life.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And he said he's not going to be there.
Yes,
so the condom broke.
Listen up, sis. Mm-hmm. He told her before, after what the situation was, and she still had the baby.
So right? the condom broke, or either they were doing what they doing without protection.
No.
So he could have talked her into a plan B, but if she decided after
that's
he was
the thing though, Sarah, listen to what I'm saying, sis. Right. The thing is that when you want to do something as a woman, I can't talk you into nothing.
Facts.
Hey, that was her choice. So.
No, that again, if we're gonna talk in generals, right?
In general, that was her choice.
Right. The majority of women, you can't talk them, and I can't convince you to sleep with me unless you want to sleep with me.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
At the end of the day, no, you can't.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. It's just some things that's imperatives in nature, and again, because we're human and we have the gift of conscious thought, right, where we can express ourselves, right? We try to make like these things don't exist. The truth of the matter is, when it comes to sexual reproduction, the woman is in charge, right? You allow me to come into you. You allow me to lay down with you. Yeah, every woman should know that any man that's talking to her on some attraction stuff is looking to do one thing and one thing only. Everything else bit on top of that, and that's hit your pussy.
And that's the whole thing. And from the male perspective, that sounds right to you, but from the female perspective on this topic, you know what it was, and you are hopefully that you had you were man enough to have that conversation with that young lady before you lay down with her. So she knows what it is.
Right. So again, you can know what it is or not. At the end of the day, the decision and responsibility still lies with you as a woman.
It relies with both parties.
No, it doesn't. Not at this point. Not once that nut get in you. Once that nut get in you, it ain't nobody's decision but yours.
Because you had the conversation, I'm not looking for a relationship, I'm not looking for no babies or whatever, and you still decided to bust a nut inside somebody, then it's not left up to her. It was a decision made between both of you.
No, it's not. Not for the baby to be born.
We talking about from
the sexual. Yes, when you speak of the act, yes, we're talking about the repercussions of.
Yeah.
Are we talking about the same thing?
I think we're talking. I'm talking about the preventive end, and you're talking about it's already conceived.
Hey,
the seed is already planted.
Hold on, Sarah. That was one of my questions. I said, who's at fault when a man is dealing with a woman and he tells her he doesn't want to have a child and she still has sex with him anyway? Now, we already know that a lot of times if a man says that, that means he's physically attracted to her and he don't see her on girlfriend level. Like, I want to be with you level. I'm just here because I'm attracted to you. I'm here for a good time. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So in that regard, in that specific situation, now, does the man hold responsibility? I'm not going to deny that. Yes, 100%.
If
but
he was,
on the flip, hold on, Sarah. But on the flip side, Sarah, you just told Uncle Rick that women are sexual beings too.
Yeah.
I.e., saying that, hey, y'all like to get it in just like men like to get it in. So the fact that it is a consensual experience, even we know the man gonna bust. Once that man busts, like Uncle Rick said, the man has absolutely no control, and the woman enjoyed the 10 minutes, 5 minutes, or 30 minutes, whatever the duration was. She was 100% involved in it. So
but saying what you said, it's like a contradiction. Not saying that he did not try to prevent a pregnancy. If he went in unprotected, knowing that he didn't want her for nothing but for sexual gratification in that moment, and he went in unprotected, then it's on him as well.
Hey, hold on real quick. Tiara, what's going on, Tiara? Hit the link and come up on the platform if you got time, Tiara. That's one of my homegirls, Tiara.
I'm going to just say this. This conversation is so healthy for my consciousness and for everybody else listening. And if you're not listening, I hope your ears are perking up. We could avoid all of this if we could just not be laser focused in on the box and her on the D, and we could just focus on each other's souls. Like, I want you to connect with one another and see if you guys are on the same page, on the same mindset, same vibe, same wavelength. Because if you're not, unfortunately, we have to have these discussions. And we're not even talking about courts, child support, alimony, divorce, baby mama drama, violence, sleeping with, none of that. We're just talking about a baby, if it's going to even exist or not. So brothers and sisters, if you guys are listening to this, please don't think on your women, don't think on your like really try to connect with one another and see if you guys are on the same page. Because if anything, the sex should be a bonus. It shouldn't be the main course. It should be a bonus. Connect with your person first. That way we could avoid all of this. But let's continue on with this conversation because it is a healthy discussion. Because politically, you know what I mean? Like we should understand what's what and who has the final say. And let's not pretend what was there. Because Sarah, not for nothing, and I know you agree with me, sister. And if you don't, you could say otherwise. Women have the final say. In this country, in America, legally, women have the final say. I remember I had a long story short, I went to the corner store, spoke to an Abibi, and I said, hey, a Muslim brother, and I was telling him about my baby mama dramas. And then he told me, you know, in my country, we don't deal with this. I'm like, where are you from? Oh, I'm from Syria. I'm like, okay, and because I was ignorant of the culture and the religion, he's like, women don't have rights over there. It's only over here that you men are crying and whining about everything that's happening to y'all. Because if it happened in the Middle East, not that I'm saying that is better or right for men, right? But what I'm saying is that over here in America, it does favor women. In the Middle East, men have the last and first say, and that's just what it is.
Yeah. One of the things that you did say is like connecting on a different level instead of just connecting with our lower parts or whatever you want to say. And that's the reason for my abstinence for many years, even after having 2 children, is because of the whole soul tie thing. That stopped me from having sex altogether for years, like early 30s.
So how long you been celibate?
Uh, since I was 31, it was 2 months before my birthday, I decided to take that. Yeah. So I'm 45 now. So it's
You
been
haven't had sex since you were 31?
Mm-hmm. Yep. It was a choice I made because I got sick of being the one being hurt at the end of the day.
Right. Right.
So I had to find myself, and I can't just give myself to anybody. I don't want multiple baby daddies and things like that. Yes, I have 2 kids by one man, and it didn't work out. But I that's not something I wanted for me, and my kids have never seen a man enter my home in my bed.
That's what's up.
So
But
14,
I can only shout
14
when the
years.
door is open.
14 years.
Dang, sir. I'm gonna give you we're gonna give you a salute, man.
Yeah,
14
you have
years.
to. It's
We gonna-
scary. It's scary out here. It really is. On both sides, it's scary for men and women.
Scary in what regard? I'm
Scary for as far as everybody is
Love.
all
As far
free
as
willy
love.
nilly.
As far as
Everybody
love.
all free willy nilly what they love.
As far as love, it's scary out here. As
Yeah.
far as actually loving a person and giving them they all, it's scary for
Mhm.
men and women at this time. I agree with that.
Yeah, I know. I learned from the age being early 31. No, I know what I'm looking for now.
So what you looking for at 45? Just curious.
Somebody who is on the same level as I am. Somebody who is comfortable with themselves. Somebody who is not
Oh, question.
necessarily.
Hold on. Since you've been celibate for 14 years, are you willing to have sex before marriage?
I'm willing to get to know somebody before marriage. That doesn't involve
We understand the get knowing aspect. I got that part. Getting to know them, find out background, compatibility. All right, that's not what I asked you.
Am I willing to go and sleep with somebody? Do you know how much? I just like I said, I believe in soul ties.
Okay, so let me just say this. Or would you, if y'all got in a serious relationship, got engaged, but that individual said, I'm not going to marry you unless we have sex first, or you getting married or you denying the marriage?
And we're already engaged?
Already engaged.
Already committed to him, I probably would.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was just trying to see if would you have to actually be married before you have sex with the person? I'm only saying that because what if you got married to the guy, and if that's your standard and you get married and you're not enjoying the sex, then what?
I get it. I get that. Yeah. So yeah, if we're committed, then yeah. I'm talking about like engagement. We're committed. I'm not even necessarily saying that it has to be to engagement, because I know it takes a long time to get to know somebody, to know every aspect of somebody before you want to marry them. Okay. You may, as a man, may know, hey, I can marry her. But
that was gonna be my next question. Well, why didn't you have that same expectation for the man you had 2 kids by and the other man that you slept with?
I did. I did. I thought we were going towards marriage or an engagement, so foolish me. You know what I'm saying? I broke up with him at I was like, it was just after my 31st birthday, I think. So I thought we were on the way to engagement. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm gonna get you this ring, or I'm gonna get you this necklace instead of a ring with this. It's gonna say blah blah blah's fiance, or you know what I'm saying? So my
bullshit.
My foolishness, I thought that we were going, because we were living together. We had taken that step. I had gotten a house, and we had furniture. I cooked dinner and all that. My thought, we were on our way to being engaged. until I found out that he was also engaging with people outside. You know, so that was my foolishness. My 2 kids are a blessing, because if it was before children, I wouldn't have kids right now. You know?
I got
But yeah, that was my foolishness. That's where I thought we were headed.
Rick, you got anything else for her?
Nope.
All right, hold on. All right, real quick, I'm trying to get Tiara up on here. So Tiara, go to YouTube, type in Trader Truth Teller, and then try to go on YouTube and click the link on YouTube. Now I'm going to bring up the actual video that I want to play for y'all real quick. And so the question is, Uncle Rick, in 8, how can a woman that has been married 4 times be the prize? All right, let me play this video. Let me find it real quick. Hold on, let me share my screen. Give me a second. Let me share my screen's name. Hold on, I done messed up. I done cut myself off real quick. Let me share my screen, y'all. There we go. Here we go. I got to go through my story because I put it on my story. So we're going to skip that. We don't want to.
Hey, he was snapping.
Yeah, that was cool.
Bracelet. So this is the fucking dude.
That women multiply whatever you give them, right? Like you give us a bag of groceries,
hold on.
We give you a 5-course meal. You give us a house, we give you a home. You give us a little something, maybe we give you a baby 9 months later. We multiply. But if you give us any grief, we'll give you 1,000 things. That's true too. Hey, am I right? Because we do so much for you. We do so much. We dote over you. We do all the things for you. And all we want is that little bit of sugar in return. That's it. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Why are you looking at me like that? What? You think that you do a lot too? Yes, you do. God, you do a lot. I'm not trying to take that away from you. You do so much. But we do so much more. We do all the things.
So Sarah, explain to me, because she was talking about women are the prize. So explain to me how a woman that has been married 4 times, how can she be considered the prize? Educate me, help me. You're the only woman on the panel at the moment, so we want to know.
Jennifer, if it was an average woman, I'd say that her picker's still broken, but I think majority of her marriages were publicity stunts. Even with her father of her twins.
Hold on, stop right there. Hold on, before you progress. So if majority of her marriage were publicity stunts, why did that woman accept those? And why did she accept it? Marriage from those men, if it was a publicity stunt.
How many times when she was married to Ben Affleck did you see them in the paper? Free advertisement.
You're not answering my question. It's kind of like going back to the sex. The woman is in control of the sex. So even if a man asks a woman to marry him, the woman says yes or no. If the woman says no, there's no marriage. The woman says yes, then guess what? She accepts the marriage. But it's 100% predicated upon the response of the woman. So if this is a publicity stunt, she's been married 4 times. Now, do I hold some of those men accountable, knowing that woman has been out in the public, going from man to man to man, getting married to different men? Yes, I do hold the men accountable. But it looks way more worse on a woman, in my opinion. Now, Uncle Rick might have a different view. 8 might have a different view. The woman has been married 4 times. Like, you couldn't keep not a single husband. I don't see how you the prize.
Putting it in that perspective.
And then she said women do way much more. What does a woman do more than a man? I'm confused. Like, I'm talking about a real man. I'm not talking about these busted men that don't do nothing. I'm not talking about these suckers out here. We talking about like real men like me, 8, and Rick, men that take care of business in every aspect of their lives and concerning their children.
I see. What was the question and then what you just said?
Well, I asked what like, why did she accept those 4 marriages? Because you said all her marriages were a publicity stunt. So I was just basically trying to put the onus back on the woman, if I'm being transparent.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that's what I was hearing. Now, the one where she had children with the Mark Anthony, the set of twins, I don't know about that one, but I can say I know the last one with Ben Affleck was publicity stunts. And why did they? Because they needed that publicity too. Because you don't see him anywhere after Batman. Um, she needs to stay in the spotlight as well, even though she's a good actress and things like that. And she is now in Vegas on her residency, meaning she's on her way out. She had to get some good publicity in. So a woman like her, is she the prize? If it makes her money, if it makes that person she marries money, yep. If it's an average woman that has been married 4 times, no, because I'm trying to think of what's going on that you keep picking the same type of man over and over again, that you have to be married 4 times if the other men didn't pass away, or are the marriages just going wrong?
Okay, a little accountability. What y'all think? Y'all got a response to that?
I do, if you don't mind, Mr. Trey. So while Sal was going ahead and answering your question, I went ahead and Googled what celebrities married 4 times. And one of the articles that popped up is over here on people.com. And I'm going to read you, hold on. And it says it has 30. Now, you let me know when you want me to stop. Now, the first one that got ringing in is Jennifer Lopez 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
The next one is Ben Folds 5 times. The next one is Jim Edmonds 4 times. Nicolas Cage 5 times. Zaza Gabor, I don't even know her, 9 times. Jennifer O'Neill.
Jaja?
Zaza
Jaja Gabor.
Yeah, Zsa Zsa Gabor.
Married 9 times?
Yeah.
I believe that.
9 times.
That's crazy work.
Hold up. There's more. I'm going on to number 6, and then there's 30, right? Let me know when you want me to stop, because I got something more important in this list. And that message after this list is just going to be more impactful. Jennifer O'Neill, Mickey Rooney, Larry.
Hold on. No. Don't say how many times they've been married. I'm
Okay. I got you. So going back to Jennifer O'Neill, 9 times. Mickey Rooney, 8 times. Larry King from CNN, 8 times. Elizabeth Taylor, 8 times. Lana Turner, 8 times. Richard Pryor, 7 times. Rue McClanahan, 6 times. Billy Bob Thornton, 6 times. Gary Oldman, 5 times. David Foster, 5 times. And let me just stop.
Hold on.
These
So
are
let me
all
ask you a question real
celebrities.
quick. Is more men on that list than women?
Sounds like
Yes. So
It would be though.
guys,
Why you say that, Rick? Hold on. Why you say that?
Because the value that a man presents is visual. You can see it. Right? Notice all these dudes are Hollywood stars. They got money, influence, you know what I'm saying? Clout.
Gotcha.
Some woman gonna marry him.
Uncle Rick, I want you to not I want to highlight what you just said, clout. And lastly, Pamela Anderson. Over here they put 6-ish, whatever that means. So 6 times. So let me say this: Hollywood is a very inclusive, enclosed community. How in the world that a majority of them are going through divorces and going through breakups like it's nothing? So if you were to tell me, like, for example, that in this wealthy area, in this zip code, they tend to hold it together and go to the end together. But in Hollywood, there's more divorces than marriages, if that makes any sense. So to answer your question, Trey, I think to answer your question with J-Lo herself, which has to do with everybody else, regardless of sexes, is for clout. I mean, if you settle down with her, you already got the fame, you already got the riches, you already got the comfort, you already got the luxury. You don't have to work. You could just chill. But since the paparazzi, the Esquire magazine, TMZ, where you at, where you been, who you with, you gotta feed that to the machine. Oh man, I can't do nothing with you. Maybe you got a scandal. Maybe you got a court case. Maybe I don't want to be seen with you no more because maybe you're not as you don't have that shine like when I first met you. So it goes back to that clout. So I think J-Lo is just a part of the bigger problem in Hollywood that they're just chasing clout.
Yeah.
Even when you had the best marriage, what was it? Mr. and Mrs. Smith for Ben what was his name?
Angelina
Brad Pitt.
and Brad Pitt.
Even them two hate each other. Are you kidding
Yep.
me? Even their own children hate
Brad Pitt.
They hate him.
Why you shaking your head, Rick?
Because men don't marry for clout.
The one daughter that they adopted, Zuri, I think her name is, no longer carries his name.
Okay.
She decided to not carry his name anymore for whatever reason, that they don't like each other. She only carried Angelina Jolie's name.
Uncle Rick,
that's fine.
I agree with you. I think most men.
I was answering his question.
Oh, my apologies.
Uncle Rick, with all due respect, I think most men, I agree with you. They marry not thinking about clout, but more and more this generation as the
No, what generation? What generation?
The generation right now going into TikTok.
But these are older folks. That was on the list.
No, you're right. You're right.
Right. Listen to what I'm saying. And everybody's entitled to your opinion. This is mine. Okay. A man that already has clout has no reason to marry a woman for clout. That makes no sense whatsoever. It's not reasonably logical. If I was to put something on it, especially with J-Lo, more than likely they married her because she required it. Right? These are dudes that get pussy whenever. Mark Anthony, Ben Affleck. You see what I'm saying? Pussy is not the problem.
Ben Affleck is a drunk.
Right? Doesn't matter. He's still a man with money and influence. You see what I'm saying? We can't. I don't assume what they talk about and what they go through. I can only go by what I see, right? And any woman, I don't care what nobody. And this is my opinion, guys. This is the way I look at marriage, right? A woman has to convince the man to stay, right? What did I tell you, Sarah? When I talk to a lady, my job is, if everything goes well, for me to hit that girl and get out of there unscathed, right? To hit them things and get out of there unscathed, right? The only reason I married my wife is because she convinced me she was different from the rest of them. That's it. It wasn't for no clout. It wasn't for nothing else but that, right? So to say these men had any other reason but they loved her, and for them to be together, that she said, hey, I want to get married, or like you said, they had that discussion, it had to be brought up, because otherwise I was with you, I already had you. You see what I'm saying? So whatever value she presented, it obviously waned out. It didn't last past 5, 7, 10 years, however long she was married. The value waned quick if a man is willing to pay to get rid of you. Right? It's cheaper to get rid of her than it was to stay with her. What's that telling y'all?
Damn, yeah.
I can see that if they hadn't been, I'm just speaking from on the Ben Affleck, J-Lo, they had been in a relationship before.
Understood, right? So they went through it, right? They went through it. He saw how she was. They left and did their own thing and came back together. I think that reinforces my argument, right?
I think it was contract. But yeah,
and it could be that too. But like I said, I don't know their inner workings. I got to go by generalities because I don't know them people. You understand what I'm saying?
Right? So what we think is J-Lo kept getting married again and again because of clout?
I can only speak from the relationship with her and Ben Affleck. I only seen her with Mark Anthony briefly. The other two marriages, I don't know who those people were.
For her, it was clout. Look at the dude she deal with once she got big off Living Color. Starting Sean Puffy Combs.
That was crazy.
Alex Rodriguez. right? All
Okay.
she messed with all she messed with athletes and stars. If that's not for clout and social status, what else is it for?
It's to stay in the spotlight. Yeah, I get where I'm not disagreeing with you on that. That's why I said it was a publicity stunt.
This is
It was a
sad.
contract marriage.
If that's the case, this is sad altogether. It's not even for love no more. It's for image.
For them, that's Hollywood for you.
Now
What's
we
up,
do it too.
Tiara?
We try to mimic. We do try to do it on IG.
Oh, I ain't trying to be like them.
No. I'm not saying.
Yeah, I know you're not. I know. I know you're not saying that.
All right, real quick, Tiara, what you want to add? How you doing? You doing all right, friend?
Oh, yeah, I'm doing good. I'm just listening. I had a question about did J-Lo marry the dancer guy that she was with at one point?
Oh no, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Because I was just gonna say, because I kind of feel like with her too, it may be just a small piece of it, but I feel like with some Latina people, because of their like just kind of like their background, like their family beliefs too, I be believing like they're Christian, you know how they're just real strong with their faith. Like I don't know, I feel like they be not having to get married, but like that's a part of like they don't play around with like being married and stuff like that. So that might have like a little piece of it like that, because it's like almost everybody really that she dealt with was in a relationship with. She ended up marrying them. Besides that little dude and Puffy. So those is like the both little quick little relationships she's had. The rest of them, because actually the one with her and Mark Anthony was pretty long. That's why she had the kids.
Yep, that one lasted the longest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Hey, what else? I know I had cut you off earlier. Did you want to continue on what you had?
Who that?
8. Number 8 was talking earlier.
Oh yeah, 8. My bad. Yeah.
I guess he might be doing something real quick. All right. Hold on, y'all. All right, did y'all see Jamal Bryant's wife dress? What y'all feel about that?
What else is new at the church, man? The hoes at church too.
I don't even want to get into it. Okay.
The hoes at church too.
No, we here now. We done talked about. We understand that the woman is. We understand that well, Sarah gave her perspective that she said that the average woman, if she's been married 4 times, just an average woman that's not a star, that she's not the prize. She said only J-Lo would be considered a prize for the financial aspect, which I 100% disagree. But
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
I said it was publicity.
Yeah, but you started talking about her money and all that. Her clout, and because she brings clout to the nation. Did you not say that?
No, I didn't say that. I think that was 8 who was talking about clout. I said
You
they
said
married
something about a woman making money.
They both said clout. Both of them said clout.
Publicity.
And she said something about a woman making money. J-Lo making money.
Nope, I didn't say anything about her money.
Okay, all right.
They just needed to be seen together.
I can't say I heard anything about money.
I did hear the gentleman mention something about like the guys in Hollywood, or most of them was from Hollywood, when he was reading the list. When he was reading the list of all the different ones that have been married. But I was gonna say too, I feel like some of them, the Hollywood men or just people in general that like have that money like that. I feel like the whole marrying like multiple, like Billy Bob Thornton and all of them, like if you marrying these females, it's mainly because it's almost like a possession type thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just marrying these girls or these chicks or whoever these little groupie people is that's gonna talk to them. Because Billy Bob Thornton, like, come on now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But because they have that money and stuff like that, and they meet these women.
Angelina Jolie, what are you talking?
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
Because some of those men, they get to a point they be wooing, especially the young women, just how they that money and whatever the promises.
Terry, every man trying to make you his possession, though, right? You know that.
Oh,
right?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, just want to make
even
sure.
If he don't want you.
Yeah,
but when you have that money like that, you can do that. Like some of them women, he might only been married to them a year or 6 months or whatever. But it just be like that on the whim. They can do that because they got the money. So he gonna be like, yeah, let's fly to wherever, and yeah, we gonna get married over there.
Yeah.
Like what?
Because he got the money, sis. That's what you said.
Yeah, that's
Some of
exactly
them,
what she
some
said.
of them people that he named off on the
No,
list.
no. Don't try to. You said because he got the money, right? That's why they can do that because they got the
No,
government.
but I mean because of the status and the power, like their mind frame, like their how they think about, when it comes to the whole little
Right.
men with power and money and the
No,
trophy wife and having the girl,
no
the
doubt.
whatever.
No
I'm
doubt.
just talking about that type.
Question. Could they do that if women didn't fall for it?
Yeah, there are plenty of women that fall for it.
No, ma'am.
No, they couldn't do it if the women didn't agree with it. Of course. And there's plenty of women that will. Some of them, that's what they do. Some of the women, that's what they do. They can't wait to get scooped up by that's what they do. So they don't even care, which is sad. But yeah, it's plenty of them that do it.
So see,
For sure.
Tiara, you're a righteous woman, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Do women truly love unconditional? I'm talking about even the Christian women. I'm talking about all y'all. I'm put all y'all in one basket. Do y'all love unconditional?
I think that it can be done. Yes. The reason why I said is because even just right now, just knowing people, like I know people that's hanging on and quote unquote in love and all that or whatever. And yeah, for nothing. That's what I'm saying. They like it's for nothing. They ain't getting really nothing out of it. The person taking them through the ringer, whatever it is, and they still
are you talking about a married couple? Hold on.
Loving that individual.
Are you talking about a married couple?
Marriage and relationship. Marriage and relationship.
Let's exclude the married people. You want to know why?
Mm-hmm. Well, they gonna do to death do us part, you know that.
There you go. For better or for worse.
Mm-hmm.
And we know a lot of y'all Christian women. Y'all don't hold true to those vows. Keep it real.
Why you say that? Why you
hold on. So all right, hold on. So based on the Bible and the requirements that it takes to get a divorce, have you seen women get a divorce that didn't meet those requirements?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's my point. That's my point. It had nothing to do with
but I mean it's a lot of stuff people ain't doing according to the Old Testament law of Moses. I'm just saying it's a lot of stuff in general that people is not doing.
Tiara, why y'all love to conflate? Tiara, can you stop? Do not.
I'm not saying that it's right or wrong. I'm just simply saying that it's a lot of things.
Can we stick with one subject? We're not talking about a lot of things. We're talking about women getting divorced and leaving their husbands for reasons that God do not approve of. That's how we talking about. We ain't talking about
okay. Name a couple of the reasons, because I know you want to.
You tell me.
No, I'm just saying. What are a couple of the reasons that the women are divorcing?
These reasons, I don't think nobody.
Which one? Let's see.
I don't even think they even care to go through them. If you're talking to a divorce attorney, he's not going to pull out the Bible and be like, "No, listen, brother, listen, sister, you got to go by it." They're
going by the rules of the state. They're going by the rules of the state.
Hold on, Tiara. Hey, let me tell you why I'm cutting
much what they going by.
Hold on, Tiara. Let me tell you why I'm cutting A short. Hey, I got to ask you a question. Who are majority of individuals that file for divorce?
Women. How do I know? Because I was a casualty.
No. Hold on.
I was a casualty of that. I didn't call for it.
It's like 80%, right?
Me either. I didn't ask for a divorce. My wife wanted to divorce me. It took me 6 months to sign the papers. She called me on a bad day. But my point is this, that at the end of the day, I was just saying that, hey, women, it's on them because they actually file for divorce more than men. And most of them file for divorce, not for sickness and health, not death do us part. They file or any requirements that the Bible approves of. They file for divorce because of how they feel.
I was just going to say that. I was going to say emotion.
100%.
Most of them.
That's why I asked Tiara, because I know Tiara
not for abuse or infidelity. Most of it is just how they feel.
Yes, ma'am.
No.
Yes, ma'am.
That's
But
what the
that's not a
highest rate.
diss.
The highest
That's not a
rate is
diss.
off of how they feel.
Yeah, but that's not a diss.
Abuse as Tiara, Sarah, the abuse that y'all cite is not even existing in the percentages that y'all assume, because y'all talk shit to men every day. Not y'all, you know what I'm saying? Not y'all, right?
Yeah, that's just saying,
women
like,
talk
there
shit.
are women that talk shit to men every day. Yes.
Right.
And abuse them
I corrected
verbally
it.
all the time.
Thank you for agreeing with me, because I corrected
Yes.
myself, right? So it's women that'll talk shit to a man they don't know in the street, knowing it's 9 times out of 10 that man ain't gonna put hands on it. So the abuse stuff should really stop as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not really as prevalent as people say it is.
And so, and I'm glad you brought that up, Uncle Rick. So, Tiara, how many women you know married?
Quite a few.
All right, so
I guess most of the people I know are married, except for the few who ain't.
Stop. So, out of all those people, how many women you know getting beat by their man, by their husband?
I think like probably in my life, maybe 3.
You just proved Uncle Rick right. You just proved his point.
Yeah, but the rest of those people that I know, they're still married, or either they ended up passing away, and that's how. But they didn't get a divorce. They're not divorced. These are people that I know are still married.
So hold on. Uncle Rick premise was, at the end of the day, the percentages of women experiencing physical abuse, right, is not a high number. And even in the people that you know that are married, it's not a high number of people that are being physically abused. Is that not a true statement?
Yeah, I think it's more, seemed like it's more off of adultery and infidelity or something. That's what I thought. Maybe the numbers were higher off of that.
Okay, hold on, but
as far as
hold on. Did Uncle Rick bring up infidelity?
Who is Uncle Rick? Who is we talking about?
His name is right there, Tiara. Look.
Oh, well, I'm looking at this off my phone, so all the names are like super small.
Sarah, Uncle Rick,
the gentleman you were talking
and
to.
Say the Truth. I really appreciate the time. I'm actually running on 11% battery, so I'm about to die out.
Oh, look at that.
Hey,
I just thought we were talking about divorce rates in general. That's why I was just saying.
Put your phone on the charger, and I know you're gonna be in the comments. All right, brother.
I'm gonna definitely be in the comments. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Hey, peace and blessings. Happy New Year to everybody. I love y'all, and I can't wait for the next live, because this is lit.
I'm gonna start going live all the time, bro. I appreciate you.
It's a
listen, we got Miss Karen Morris in the comments, Tiara. She said, I don't know any currently.
And that's what I'm saying.
Don't know any what?
People that
anybody
getting
being
abused.
physically abused.
Oh,
that's married.
The truth is, most men don't hit their women. Most, right? Not some. I'm not gonna say, because I'd be lying. That'd be a cold ass lie. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna never lie to you. I don't know you that well. You know what I'm saying?
That I was drinking.
But the abuse rhetoric needs to stop, because, like I said, most men don't hit their women. Most men do not hit their women.
And most of it is not reported.
So Sarah, hold on, Sarah. So I'm gonna ask you the same thing that I asked her. We got a woman in the comments says she don't know any. Tiara said 3. So out of how many married people you know, Sarah?
I only know one married person. Nope. I got an older sister, so I only know a couple of married people. And
I'm not talking about. No. Hold on. I'm not talking about in your family. I'm talking about that you know overall. Period.
Like
it could be
working
my coworkers
and everything. I know a couple of married people. Yeah.
You only know a couple? I know a lot of married people.
Yeah, but they're not in my circle, so I couldn't even tell you what's going on.
Sarah, I'm just talking about that you know. They don't have to be in your circle. I'm just talking about that you know, period.
I still don't know a lot of married people.
Okay, where are you located?
Indiana.
So
you gotta know I'm a hermit. You can say I'm a hermit. I know people at work. I know people a hermit. It means that I'm not out in these streets like that.
Come on, Trey. You know what a hermit means.
She's a homebody. She's saying she's a homebody.
Okay, I got you. Okay, so all right. So how many people you know? 2, 3 people married. Since you want to just go, let's go with that.
2, 3 people married.
Okay, how many of them getting physically abused?
None that I see. None that I see.
Y'all just Okay, have you ever heard of an allegation?
Sarah said they getting their ass whooped in private. That's what Sarah said.
No, I got that, Uncle Rick. But are they? What? Tiara, get your titties out the camera.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got to see that.
I got on a shirt.
Uncle Rick is a married man. That man been married 25 years.
Oh,
You did it again.
Today.
That is okay. I'm like, I have on a shirt. How is my titties in the camera? I'm so sorry.
Got your titties in the camera. We respect people.
Oh my goodness.
You did.
I was not trying to do.
Uncle Rick, you did that on purpose, bro.
I looked away.
Oh my goodness. I did not. Whatever. I have on a shirt, so how's my titties in the camera? You're right.
That's them godly women for you, boy.
I have no comment.
Hey, listen. Hey, Sarah said she been celibate 14 years. How about you, Tiara?
I think that's my personal business, but
God damn.
It's been a little while though. It's been a little while.
Oh, you need to have a little talk with Jesus, Tiara.
I know, right? I know. After the last time I repented, I guarantee you I repented.
How many lives you got left?
How many lives?
Yeah, how many times you got to repent?
Whatever. God's forgiveness is unlimited, but no, I ain't had to.
That's crazy.
But no, you know that ain't
crazy.
even. Yeah, I don't have to worry about that because
I just never run out of grace, huh? He just
hold on, Tiara, hold on. Because of what?
That's crazy.
Because I'm not like that. That's why.
Hold on.
What you insinuating?
Not a man on this line accuse you of anything. I just asked a simple question.
I don't have to keep steadily repenting. Okay, sir.
Oh, so
that's what I'm saying.
You being good at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So Sarah, listen, so basically both of y'all on the line prove Uncle Rick right that y'all want to talk about abuse, and it's a lot of women
who want to talk about abuse though. Right. We was just that was just one. That's one. I was just wondering because usually nowadays for the divorce, people say either they getting abused or either it was like infidelity or something like that, or that's what the Bible excuses divorce for or whatever. So that's why I even mentioned that,
Sarah.
But nobody.
Hold on, watch it, Sarah. So the guy you dated before you had the guy with the 2 kids, why did y'all break up?
Grew apart.
That's
you grow out of people.
Hold on. Uncle Rick for the cook. I'm gonna go let him cook.
What? Hey, we listen and we don't judge. Okay, I judge. So
if you do want to judge on. But you grow out of people like you grew out of jeans. I left friendships behind. I grew out of.
But you left what? I'm sorry.
Friendships behind that I grew out of.
So it was just a friendship y'all had?
No, I was using that as an example. Me and him, we went to separate ways. We grew out of each other. We no longer clicked.
But didn't you say he was outside? That's the reason y'all broke up earlier, right?
No, that was the one she had the kids by.
Oh, okay. My bad. My apologies.
This the one she had a relationship. Well, where I was going with this is, let me ask you this: did that man ever cheat though? The man before you had the one with the kids, did he ever cheat?
I don't think so. Not that I know of. I think it was just we grew apart. He moved out of the area we lived in down south, and I stayed here. We grew apart.
Okay.
Oh, so he moved, is what you're saying?
Yeah, he moved.
Okay, that's not good.
That makes sense. That's fair. It ain't like y'all was in the same vicinity. But what I'm saying is a lot of times y'all, just like the man you had kids by, y'all will have kids with a man and then get in a whole nother relationship, and that man do the same thing that the man that you had the kids with did. You might well should have stayed with the kids' dad. Just like Offset and Cardi B. Right now, Cardi B catching hell because she left Offset. Now she was Stephon Diggs. Now, Me and Uncle Rick, I know Uncle Rick been out the game for a minute. I'm still in these streets, right? One thing we do know, the man that the woman spend the holidays with, she really the one.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right or wrong, Uncle Rick?
That's a fact.
Didn't he spend holiday in multiple homes though?
Ma'am, let me tell you something. When you in a relationship, you gonna spend with your woman ain't going for that. Not the main one. I'm telling you right now. When I was in the street, when I had plenty of women, I spent the holiday with the main chick. I lied to the other ones, but I was always with the main one because I didn't want no smoke with that one. So again, I'm trying to tell you, Cardi B is an option. She not the one because he didn't even spend the holiday with her. Why he didn't catch a red eye and make sure he was there with Cardi B at least for 10, 20 minutes? He didn't even go to her house at all.
All I saw was that they were saying that he spent it at multiple homes.
Okay, find multiple pictures. It was only one picture with one.
Is he in jail? Or was he just in jail or arrested or something? Or
they're
no?
trying to get him.
No, don't change the subject. No, we ain't doing that. No. Go find me a
picture. Wait, okay, yeah, finish that part.
Go find me a picture where he spent time and took pictures with multiple kids. I only seen him take pictures with one kid, and that was the Chinese looking one. And let's understand that man has
I've seen a picture where it looked like he was with two different baby mamas, two or three, but they weren't. Yeah, I seen that. Maybe they just put a collage of, well, I don't know how old, because all these kids are around the same age, ain't they? Like,
exactly.
These are all baby kids, right? So it couldn't have been last year. So yeah, I did see some sort of collage that had different baby moms, at least two other ones.
Mm-hmm.
I did see that. I don't know.
Twins.
It wasn't like the Nick Cannon where he had family photos with all of the girls.
No, he didn't. That was Nick Cannon.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said it's not like Nick Cannon where he had photos with all the girls.
Let me see. And it may have been maybe it was Nick Cannon. Let me see.
I remember the picture from Stefan Diggs where the two little girls were in the picture. They had on red pajamas or whatever.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna pull it up right here. Hold on. I'm telling you, he only took pictures with that one that looked Chinese. I'm telling you, hold on. Let me pull it up. Let me share my screen.
She got 2 kids?
Nah, that boy got a bunch of kids.
Oh, no, this is the one.
This is the one. The only one he took a picture with. This one right here.
I can't
on Christmas. Hold on. Come on, load up. It's not loading up. Okay, there we go. Hold on. This kid, why is not showing up? Hold on. Jesus. What is wrong with this? Okay, hold on.
The one that's at the top is like the 4th picture with the red pajamas. That's the one I originally seen.
Yeah, that was the main one. That was the one he spent Christmas with. Okay. Hold on. Let me see if I can just find images. Let me go back. Hold on, y'all. Let me go to images. Because I had clicked on. Y'all know what the hell I'm on. There we go. Yeah, this one right here. This baby right here. This the only one I seen Christmas picture with. None of the other ones. This is the only one.
I only seen the one with the 2 pajamas. I didn't even see the one where he holding the baby.
See, look, this is the same one. This the only one he had an actual picture with.
That's crazy.
This one right here.
So that's
that
all
baby right here. The baby look Asian. See, people, that's a collage, right? People just putting them together.
With 3 of his 6 children. Nope, he spent Christmas with 3 of his 6 children under 1. So he went to 3 baby mama house unless one got twins.
Right, that's what I'm like. One with the 2 red pajamas is the one I saw. I didn't even see the one where he had the little baby.
Okay. Well, maybe I was wrong. That's fine. But I'm just showing you that the fact is he didn't spend it with Cardi B. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, that's what it was reporting, that he didn't spend time with Cardi B because he was at the other kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but see, this is me. This is me personally. If I got a main chick, I'm gonna tell the mother chick I holler at y'all another day. That's me though. So, Tiara, you gonna let your man go to the other baby mama's house?
I'm not sharing men, so it's already. So,
Tiara, this is what I'm saying. Tiara, roll with me. If you were in a committed relationship and the father of the man you were dealing with had kids by other women,
Okay.
and he had a kid by you, are you accepting him going to the other women houses on Christmas?
No.
What if he buy you a new car and all your babies get a bunch of fancy shit?
I mean, I don't know, but I feel like in those, I think though in certain cases though, I think in certain cases it needs to be discussed and scheduled, because I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be like that. I'm not gonna be bitter and funny acting. If I decide to date a man that's in a situation where he got them different baby mamas like that, then the mature thing to do is to discuss that and to, you know, be like, okay, yeah, I realize that the time is going to be divided or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So that is a discussion that's going to happen, and communication and whatever else. But so to me, that's okay. All in deciding that you want to deal with somebody who is exactly, because it's a lot.
Like I'm in school. I'm the type of female, if I'm the main chick and you're with me, the kids are coming to spend Christmas or Christmas Eve at least at the house, so we can be together with the kids. Right. If I'm the main chick,
that's what I say. Some sort of discussion.
Yeah. So
right. How much money does it take? How much money does it take?
Huh?
How much money does it take for you to be okay with that?
What do you mean? I can't be bought to spend time with his kids at his other kids at my house?
No, at his other baby mama house.
For him to go to the other baby mama's house.
Yeah. How much money does he need to make?
I don't go by money. I'm sorry. I'm not money hungry.
Sarah, oh my God, Sarah.
It doesn't.
You ain't had no dick in 14 years. You don't. Hold on. So you telling me?
Lying, bro.
So you telling me?
What I gotta lie for?
Hold on, Sarah. Hold on. Roll with me real quick before I let Uncle Rick cook. So you telling me if your man said, "Hey, babe, I'm gonna give you $2 million tomorrow. I got to go visit my other kids."
But why would he go visit the other kids when I'm like, let's bring them all here?
No. Let's not rationalize the thought.
That was my rationalization anyway.
Right, I understand, because that's what girls do. I understand it. The question was, if that man had money, how much would it take for you to be okay for him to move how he want to move on Christmas?
So he got to buy me?
We all got to buy y'all.
No.
I mean, if a man really interested in you, he gonna have to pay. That's just how it goes.
I mean, he's gonna court me, and that costs money.
Exactly.
But giving me
having a place to stay costs money, right? You having a car to drive costs money.
So basically, I'm pimping him out.
That's how it goes usually.
For him to be pimped out to the other baby mom.
Let me. Can I preface by giving you my analogy of male and female relationships? So you know where I'm coming from.
I'm sorry.
This is my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. Mm-hmm. All women are hoes. Every single one of y'all. My mama's a hoe. Wow. My sister's a hoe. My daughters are whores. You know why? Because none of the women I know in my circle are not going to mess with a man unless he has one ability above all others. You know what that ability is, ladies? To be able to provide for his woman, to be able to provide for her. Wait, what woman y'all know that's laying down with men that can't do nothing for?
And that makes them a hoe?
Yes. Right. And hold up. And I'm your trick. I'm your trick. I just want a good hoe. That's all men want. We want one good hoe. That's it. We want one bottom bitch. We want one bottom bitch. That's it. I can call my wife here now. She'll tell you this the way I think. I'm going to make everything happen that I can for you as my woman. Be my hoe, though. My hoe. Not the world's hoe. My hoe. Now, I'm going to ask you that question again. How much money does it take for you to be okay with it?
Okay, let me see. Let me put it this way. I can't be bought. He can go spend time with his.
Can you be rented? Can you be rented?
Can you be leased? Can I finish mine?
Yes, ma'am.
If he's not sleeping, if he's not sleeping with the other women and I don't know what he's doing, right? There is no reason he should have to buy me or pay me to go spend time with his children, because that's showing me what kind of father he is. If he's sleeping with these women, then I'm his pimp. Because if he paying me $2 million to go to his other baby mama's houses, he's supposed to go and spend time with his kids during the holidays. Or they gonna come to my house. And we gonna spend time as a family unit together.
Have you ever dated a man with real money?
You asking me?
It's been I was early 30s.
Yeah, I know you got a price.
I'm not
gonna ask. Yeah, I know you got a price. We ain't gonna ask you.
Who?
We know you love Jesus, but you got a price because you been over there. When Uncle Rick said how much it cost to buy you, I just seen your whole face. You was like, yeah, shit. Yeah, all right.
I can't be bought.
She had that Benz with a bow in the drive-through. Hey, you going? I'll see you when you get back, Papa.
Yeah, for real.
I'll see you when you get back.
She gonna forget all about.
I'm sorry. I'm the type of female. Your money doesn't. Wow.
I mean, if there's no disrespect involved, hey,
none at all. Nobody said it was. Those are assumptions made by the question asked.
Mm-hmm.
Ask if I gotta give, or how much money it'll take for you to go see your other kids. It shouldn't take anything, because then that means that either I'm pimping you out or I don't trust you, and I'm not gonna be in a relationship. I don't trust you. We already know what Diggs is on. He got other women pregnant.
Yes.
So we
that's
know
what
what
I'm just
he
like
on.
this one right here. Yeah.
So hold on. So a man with $165 million contract with a bunch of kids, Tiara, you wouldn't date him?
Well, I'm just being honest. The money and all that stuff does sound good, but I think first of all he's too young, so it would be just irritating to me.
No.
Now, if he was closer to my age or grown, then probably so.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Exactly. I know you would. But
I would not just because of the money. If his character and how he is, like, yeah, I couldn't do it because at the end of the day, I wouldn't be comfortable. I'm not just gonna be with you and liking you and whatever just because you got this contract.
But you'll be naive to say that the money would have no influence.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna be a factor, most likely. But yeah, I've never been that kind. But I know some people. But yeah, I know what you're saying. It's definitely gonna be hard to say no. I mean,
when he pull up in that thing, like, where you at?
Nah, for real.
Come on, man. Let's be. Hey, Sarah, you might be.
I mean, I'm saying if it's like to where like now I'm debt free. Then no, I'm not saying like if now I'm debt free because I mess with you, that's what I'm talking about. Then yeah, but if I'm not gonna be debt free,
listen, you ain't never had a man with that type of money apply pressure either. That's just like Drake, right? Drake and Floyd Mayweather, these niggas buy women houses.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you ain't never had a nigga pull up and just buy a house and say, here, this yours.
And then when he done with you, then he talking about getting my house back.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
I seen who put that what's her name? Drea from the Real Housewives, and now he gave her a house, and now he talking about getting my house back.
No. That's not how that happened. Nope. You talking about the quarterback for the New York Jets? That's not how that happened.
Yeah, whatever he is. Well, I know who she is, and he was talking about I want the house back.
Yeah, because she was there. She was a squatter. That's why. And she was dealing with another man.
She remodeled it and everything.
Listen, Sarah, she was dealing with another man in his house. That's that man's house. I would have told her to get out too. What are you talking about?
She remodeled it and everything. I thought it was her house.
No, it was not her house. Go do your research, man. It was that man's house. Drill.
I seen that.
Hey, Tara, make me one.
Right. I'm like, this is round two.
Make me one. I'm thirsty, girl. Shoot.
Tiara, you Drake?
You over there throwing something together that look good. I want some shoes.
Got a cut water.
Wait a second.
She had some juice.
Trey, why you saying it like that?
I thought you, Miss Jesus, be offense.
Wait a minute. Oh, so now I'm
No,
You got to be a
listen,
holy
listen.
roller, Tiara.
Evangelist
That what you saying? You a
prophet
holy
now.
roller?
No,
No, I'm
listen,
like,
listen.
yeah, he making me out to be. Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
No, listen. I'm keeping it guys. I know Christians are not perfect. I just thought you was the Christian lady, so I just thought it's just certain things you don't do. If that's one of the things that you indulge in, that's fine. Hey, I'm not judging. I just didn't know you drunk. My bad. I do know you put your titties in the screen. I know that. But
She put them on. She put them on the glass too. That's
do you hear
crazy.
me?
Right
Hey,
now?
that's why Sarah. See, Sarah. That's why
Not
I'm
right
saying
now.
her
Oh,
game.
I'm like, again? Oh my
Nah.
gosh.
But Sarah, you too perfect though. You too perfect.
I'm not perfect. I've grown and matured.
What?
Oh, that's sweet.
No, I'm talking about Sarah. Tiara. She said she
I
ain't
know,
had
I
sex in
heard
14.
you.
She said she ain't had sex in 14 years.
Yeah, I've grown and matured.
I mean, believe me, I know. I have a relative who is a virgin and she's over 50.
Salute. Salute.
You say what?
Salute.
Yes.
That's crazy.
And you
Mhm.
hold on. I'm not saying she's
Salute.
alive, but you truly believe her.
Yes.
So why she never had sex?
Well, because she kind of got into ministry like right out of high school or whatever, and then she's just kind of been dedicated and focused in ministry like ever since.
Okay,
She's like,
So
out of all the members, so she's 50 some years old, still a virgin. So she ain't met nobody out of all the years, and I'm pretty
that's
sure.
what I know. That's what we be like, good mate, ain't nobody around, but yeah. So, but I don't know. I think people kind of like occupy themselves in different ways to where they don't make themselves available. And
Yeah.
sometimes that, happens as well too.
She occupied
Working
for
too
life.
much, doing,
So she's
this and not being
so,
in the right places.
so
So,
she's so let me ask you, she's super spiritual. Like she's one of those people that really walk the Bible.
yes.
So if I was to have a conversation with her, she wouldn't even really indulge in a conversation like this with us.
She will indulge in the conversation, but I mean,
She ain't going.
what do you mean? Like you're not
Right.
about to? What do you
She not
mean?
going.
No, I'm just saying we having a grown-up conversation. Like we've been talking about,
Right.
we done said sex 300 times in this conversation.
Yeah. Mhm.
Like, is she one of those? Like, you know what? This not for me. I can't talk about this type of stuff.
No, I mean I'm sure she probably would. She would probably, if anything, try to be an encourager about the situation. Like letting people know that there's something that can be done. So
mhm.
You
but
can
No,
believe
let
in
me ask you
Jesus.
this: is there any way you can set up a conversation with her?
I can ask her and see or whatever. She stay in Arizona, but yeah, I can ask her and see
That'll be
if she
fly, Trey.
wants to or not. She kind of like shy when it comes to the internet and stuff, but I ask her and see.
That'll be fly.
It might help our ministry. 50-year-old virgin.
See,
I mean, I don't know if she wants everybody to know that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So,
okay.
I mean, that's another thing.
She'll be worth following if that's the case. If she live in the Bible like
Yeah.
that.
She set the standard.
Man, shout out to her.
Yeah. Sarah trying to make 50 years, but hey, she already got 2 kids, so
I'll be all right. And shoot, my kids are a blessing.
Oh God, no!
No doubt.
I need to plug my phone up.
My kids are a blessing.
Sarah, ain't nobody, man. That was a whole joke. Why are you getting sensitive?
I'm not taking this seriously, and I'm smiling while I'm saying my kids are a blessing.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
I'm just
I
saying.
know. We've
That's why
been
you
here
got
before.
listen.
Trey,
That's why you got
we've
your
been here
camera
before.
around here. What to do? That's why you got your camera out, because you got you thick.
I got my bonnet on. I'm in my bed.
With your gown on. Just
Rod,
like
what's popping?
Tiara showing her breasts, but we're gonna leave it alone.
Wait, okay. Do I need to put something else on besides this tank top? Is something? What you mean? I'm showing what else?
I was talking
I'm
about,
not showing my breast for real.
a few minutes ago, not now, Tiara.
Oh, I'm like, is it
Hey,
showing
real quick, why you got 2 gentlemen on the panel? I'm divorced. I think Uncle Rick been married 20-some years. So right now, we changing the subject real quick. Why y'all got us on the panel? You can ask us anything. Is there anything y'all want to ask about men? Anything y'all want to bring up before we I can probably give y'all about another 30 minutes. So y'all got 30 minutes to add me and Uncle Rick, whatever y'all want. Then we're gonna shut it down.
All right. What made your wife or your ex-wife the one that you knew you wanted to marry out of everybody you dated?
I told her I was gonna marry her the day I met her. No lie. Even though we divorced now, and I take full responsibility of the divorce. Now, she wasn't perfect, but at the same time, if I was more mature, we still be married. Let me just say that. If I understood marriage, if I had somebody like Uncle Rick that I can call and communicate with when I'm dealing with certain issues, when I was dealing with my wife at the time, and somebody gave me some, well, see, all my homeboys, when I was going through, man, let's go to the club. Like, all the energy I spent away from the home, if I'm being transparent, I should have put that much more energy investing back into my wife instead of just saying, well, if you won't do it, I'll get somebody else to do it. That's a very immature mindset. That's not the way you handle situations that you're dealing with when you're married, period.
Okay.
What was the question again? I want to make sure I answer correctly.
What made your wife, do you know you wanted to marry your wife out of all the women you dated before her? What made her different?
I've been married twice. That's my second marriage.
Okay.
The first one I can't say, to be honest with you. I thought it was the right thing to do in the first one. That's it. But my wife now, me and my wife, we'll be together 30 years this year.
Okay.
Married for 26 this year. We was just friends. I tell everybody, be friends first. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's like, like I said, I'm gonna be honest. We was just cool. We was cool. You know what I'm saying? She would go out her way to make sure I eat, make sure I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? She'd be like, "You okay? You need something to eat?" Da da da. Woo woo. You know what I'm saying? And one day I just started looking at her different. Just started looking at her different. I saw how dudes used to try to push up on her. She'd be like, "No, go on." You know what I'm saying? She just exhibited what I thought a lady was, not no female, not no girl, what a lady was, right?
Right.
I just started looking. I just fell in love with her. I fell in love with her, and I mean that wholeheartedly. And the day I fell in love with her, I told her, "You're gonna be my wife." She ain't believe me.
But will that work with every man though? Because I think that's what I'm looking for, is somebody to build.
I got you, Pumpkin. Listen, let me hip you. Since you want some game, I'll give you some game tonight. I'll give y'all some game, right?
All right.
It's as simple as this, right? All men, unless they trash, listen to what I'm telling you, right? Unless they trash, you know what a lady look like. Gangsters, hustlers, ballers. It does. Every single man know what a lady look like, right?
Facts.
If you being a lady, right, and he's pushing back on that, he doesn't accept that, he treats it like shit, he ain't gonna never be the one. He not gonna never be the one, right? You being a lady, you being a lady will give you every single answer you need from the man you interested in.
Facts.
Right? Because if you're a lady and he's still not doing what he need to do and treating you as a lady should be treated, guess what? You got your answer.
Right.
Right? If you being a lady and this man, he's stepping to you, he being respectful, he's stepping up. When you tell him no to them things we talked about earlier, I don't give a damn if you was with 8 other dudes before me. I know, hey, I'm gonna respect your decision. Right?
Yep.
Then you know, right? You gotta treat. I try to tell you, gotta make me feel special. If that's the lie you want to hold up, you better hold up that lie. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
You better hold up that lie, right? So again, all you have to do is be a lady and pay attention. What happens is let me tell you, this is what happened in most relationships. Let me know if I'm wrong, right? What happens in most relationships, right? They all hey, it was all good just a week ago. All relationships started out cool, even if they just sexual ones, right? I'm sexually attracted to you, you sexually attracted to me. We hit, and then some things may change, right? But me and you getting together and hooking up and being, you know, a couple, right? They all start out good, but what happens is that when the first thing go bad, you don't respond correctly, right? Even if it's a little space in your head that you have spite, right? And you might build up spite and some regret about dealing with that person. When bad stuff start piling up and you really like that person, right? Not saying you love them, but you really like them, right? What we do in our heads is like, you know what? When this happened, I didn't act right. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they did this because when this happened, I did this, right? You got to clear your conscience and be real with yourself, and know to you as a woman or man, hey, I never did this person no wrong. Right. So when he get bogus or she get bogus, it's nothing for me to cut a line off.
Yep.
It's nothing. Like, I did you right, my boy. What you talking about, girl? I never did you wrong. Right. But then you know what come out then come out the excuses that she had made up to herself or himself about what you did or didn't do, right? The shit they never brought up to you, right? Right. So just be right at all times. I know it's hard because we humans, we have emotions. We want to attack when we being attacked, right? But be right, because this is my partner, as you guys say. I don't have a partner, I have a wife. You understand what I'm saying? That's another thing you should learn, right? Be a wife at all times, right? Console that man. You be there for that man. So when shit go wrong and it's past the point of that you can take it, you can wipe it clean with no hands. But once it get right, it's gonna be right. You hear what I'm saying? It's gonna be right. Everybody think you jump into relationships all supposed to just be hunky dory. No, you go through the storms to get to the clear days.
Yep.
I don't know you, right? You can never do everything I like because you not me. Right?
Yeah.
Most people break up over misunderstandings.
Facts.
That my father and my stepmom have been married for over 30 years now. So I've seen their relationship go hit walls and things like that, and they're still together even today. So I've seen it. I've seen what you're talking about.
Right.
You know,
I'm not, like I said, if a person love you, they're not gonna give up on you. That's just the way I feel.
If you
they're
keep
not gonna give up on you.
Yeah, Sarah, think about this. Think about what Uncle Rick said about a woman being soft. A woman just genuinely being a woman is what attracted him to his wife, and that's the same thing with me. And it was more for me. It was when I was married. It was more of her dedication to God first, and I just seen how she moved. She moved like a lady. You know what I mean? So the same thing that attracted me to my ex-wife is the same thing that, Uncle Rick still going strong, 26 years, well, 30 years total, but 26 married. But it was just being a lady. It be the small things that attract us as men. Of course, we like the titties. Of course, we like the outer appearance. We love all that. But at the end of the day, we want somebody that is motherly. When I say motherly, I'm not talking about being my mama. I'm just saying that they had that soft side of them, soft aspect of them, that they were domesticated. And men love domesticated women when we're talking about being at home. Being at home and being in the streets is two different things. It's not the same thing. And a lot of women got to understand that.
Yep. Trust me, I was the one who was at home. So trust me. I get where you're coming from. I tried to be that soft, feminine person.
Well, you got to understand, you can't control an individual. So if an individual doesn't, respect certain aspects of you and still want to dib and dab and deal with, that's something, and you don't want to deal with, you have that right to not be with that individual. But I think women should understand that you got to weigh your pros and cons, right? So let me ask you this. You had 2 children by that man stepped out. I'm not condoning him stepping out. But was it truly worth leaving that man and breaking up the home just because he stepped out? That's just a question.
If it wasn't multiple times and I gave him multiple chances, it probably wouldn't, because then maybe maturity would work it out in the end. He was 20 something, he was 23 and I was 26 when we met. Maturity.
You didn't make it to the breaking point. Like,
but when I was 30 and he was 20 something when we broke up. So you get to a point,
he was still young. Young.
You get to a point where he's still in that mindset he was in when we were together.
Yeah, he would be though. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's 40 something now, but he's still in the mindset as he was in when we were together. So he didn't.
When you say he's still in that mindset, are you talking about he's with women?
Yes, what he did to me, he did to his last girlfriend.
Understandable.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah, he didn't change. So would I stay with him knowing this? Absolutely not. Like, do we get along and we can talk? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I just know
Y'all got
that
kids together. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that
yeah.
I was never a bitter baby mama. Sorry, I was never that. He got to see the kids. Whenever he called, he got to see them. But could I be with him? No.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. Only you know how much you can take and put up with. You know what I'm saying? So I understand both sides of it.
But it took maturity. It took me to mature to actually know what type of person or type of man I want to be with. And I hate that it take me to 45 to actually want to put myself out there like that. But
let me ask you this: what attracted you to a younger man when you were 26? I'm just curious.
When I was 26, I'm what you call a late bloomer. Shoot, I didn't start dating until I was 21. You know, so when we got together, we hung out, we laughed, we had a ball. You know what I'm saying? So that was the attraction. Is somebody I could actually at that time talk to, laugh with. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like a friendship.
So you were sheltered when you were young?
Not necessarily sheltered.
When I say sheltered, I mean you were not allowed to date.
Oh no, I could date. My mama used to be the one that if you get pregnant, don't come here. You know what I'm saying? But I could go out and date. It was just my shyness. I was in my own shell. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't start coming out my shell until I got older. So that's just me.
So I had a question before your time up. So what did y'all think about the the whole baddies interview comment with the comment had with Natalie Nunn?
Cam Newton. That girl said Common.
I mean, not Cam Newton. I said Common. Oh God.
Which part? You seen the clip?
So, but the thing was, is like, oh girl, like, did she ever answer the question?
No.
Because that's why I'm like, what in the world? Yeah. Her question, because Cam Newton had asked her what the baddies bring to the.
Did you know she was 41?
Yeah.
Grown as hell. Goofy.
I know that, bro. I'm thinking
I thought, to be honest, when I first was hearing about her and what was going on, like before even Zeus or whatever, I thought she was older than that. That's why I was surprised when I seen her on Baddies. I was like, oh, she do the show too? Because I thought she was older than that. No, I know she runs it, but she's been on a few of the episodes.
Yeah,
so that's why I'm like, because I had first seen it when she did the men, when the guys, it was the gay guys or whatever was on there. And I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah. Yeah, I knew she was in her 40s though.
Yeah, y'all support that bull crap too.
I don't even watch that.
I mean, so mad.
I was watching Tommy Lee talk about her and how the husband is at home sleep or babysitting while she out with her side dudes. Natalie,
hey,
we was just talking about that on Jason Lee.
Hey,
yeah, Cam Newton did ask her, have you ever cheated on your husband, boy? And she went all the way around that question.
Did she? Oh, she didn't answer that either. Lord,
she finally answered it, but she didn't answer it straight when he asked her immediately. If somebody say, "Hey, you ever cheated on your wife?" I'm gonna say no, or yes. I'm just gonna answer the question. So, went all the way around.
Multiple men. What Tommy said, multiple men she slept with, multiple.
I'm gonna be so sick of it.
I can't stand her moonhead ass. I can't stand her.
Like,
I can't stand her. That's crazy.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
And her husband is supposedly nice looking too, but
yeah, he's a big dude. He's been in the NFL.
Ain't got a light-skinned friend look like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, he light-skinned.
What else y'all got? What else y'all
They
got?
all look like Michael Jackson. Okay.
No. Her husband is like, if I had to give it you remember that? Y'all remember that football player that unalived himself for the Cowboys?
The young Hernandez. Dude. No. That wasn't Hernandez.
The young dude that just happened like this year.
I just seen
okay. Yeah.
He looked like him. That's big old light skin, probably played defensive tackle. Got curly hair, big old dude. Yeah, he like a DN, Uncle Rick.
Oh, I don't know the dude. I ain't trying to know him. Y'all got any more questions?
I think they done for tonight. Well, listen, I appreciate y'all for joining.
He kicking y'all out.
No. Hey, now if y'all got some more, we keep going. I thought y'all were done.
I'm
I ain't
good.
got nothing to do. I'm chilling.
I got to my side, and I got some advice too, so I'm good.
Sarah, we know you ain't got nothing to do. You ain't had no dick in 14 years.
That's crazy.
Right, leave her alone.
I'm claiming it. It's coming. I'm gonna get out the house eventually. I had to raise my kids now. They're 17 and 18. Now I can be me. I can go out and live life.
Keep it thorough. That's all you got to do. Keep it thorough.
I mean, it's the weekend. There's nothing going on. Yeah.
I
thought maybe I have a shot or two, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, I teach. I gotta go back.
Tara's pre-gaming. She pre-gaming. That's what she doing.
It's
pre-gaming about to hit them
the streets. It's pretty dead.
Well,
Y'all remember, I'm in the tundra, so I mean, it don't even matter. It's probably people out kicking it. They don't care. I'm in Minnesota. You know, it's
I'm
like
in Minnesota.
12 right now.
It's
like 12.
Yeah, I'm in Rochester.
Yeah, I live in Minneapolis. Yeah,
I'm in the Rochester.
Well, I stay in the suburbs, but yeah, so I'm in Minneapolis.
Hold on, Tiara. So you up there with the Somalians?
Yep.
Yeah.
She up there in Somaliville.
See.
So hold on. So
but hey, I'm gonna keep it thorough with you. They ain't lying about they not lying.
What?
About them Somalian scammers? Them motherfuckers be scared.
Well, that's the thing.
Look.
Well, no, the thing is like it's just the possibility of it all because of just the fact of course, you know, I'm living here, been here for years. So just seeing like, you know, of course I know when they first started coming in and then basically this the thing is like this just to me is another example of how like every other group can get together and do what they need to do except for us, okay? Because they come in and like even when I was taking classes, when I was going and like finishing my degree and stuff, like them people, they come in, they get their education so that they can get these jobs. Okay, they working for the state. No, I'm saying, look, they get in, they get these jobs, they work for the state, they work for this county, they work for the city. They know where all our resources are for like our state because Minnesota is one of. Man, we have so many resources. That's why so many people, it's a family state. So many people come here because they can get ahead where there's job skills, programs, like all type of stuff. They come, they take advantage of all of that. Not only that, the housing, there's so many different like housing benefits. And then of course their families are deep. So they're getting like mad discounts. They're getting huge discounts because of, you know, as far as housing and other help and support or whatever. So yes, then when they get the information on how to start businesses, they're getting breaks, of course. So when they get the information, yeah, they're starting PCAs, they're starting healthcare, they're starting whatever it is. But see, they're servicing their like a majority of like their people. So they can do what they want to with the numbers because no one's like questioning, you know, it's different if you're working with a whole lot of white customer clients or a whole lot of other black clients where, you know, stuff is going to get questioned or you got to make sure that the hours on the paperwork and all that kind of, because I know plenty of people that do PCA and all that kind of stuff like part-time and the county is like real easy. We can do it. You can do it really easily. If you just got somebody that you know that is on disability, they can get you to do PCA for them real quick and you're going to get a check from the county. Like it's not a hard thing to do. So they start up these little, you know, assisted living programs or home health daycare program, whatever it is, they start up. But they're servicing majority of like their people, so they can do finicky stuff. They got whole like they have whole Somali and Ethiopian and like East African malls. So they create their own malls. So whatever they're doing in there with their transactions and stores, they can do whatever it is that they're doing. Like the currency, you know, transfer, they send the money back and forth or whatever. They swiping cards. Like people say they got EBT and whatever. They can swipe cards and they're just getting the government the money back for it and doing what they want to do with the money. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of ways that they can get away with scamming. And it's a lot of office buildings, just like they have on that's going around on Instagram, where you go in the office building and you'll see, you know, all these businesses like that, like the white boy that was going around or whatever. You'll see all the businesses on different doors or whatever it is. Yes, you can easily do that. Like we know people that do that. They do that with
listen, real quick,
skincare.
Listen. I just gotta say this. How the hell you gonna have a learning center and they had the name spelled wrong? Somebody help me understand.
Exactly. And that just goes to show. So that tells you that the state and the county, they're not doing their audits as much. So that's why it's falling back on like Walsh and all these other people that are in office, because now they're saying, oh, y'all let this go on because they see the numbers. Yeah, they see the numbers because they can tell from 10 years ago how the money was being dished out and what, you know, was happening versus 5 years ago since COVID and whatever. Now it does shot all the way up. Y'all giving out, huh?
How long you been in Minnesota?
Oh, all my life.
Okay. So I moved up here in 96, right?
Okay, so, that's when I graduated. Yep.
Right. So if I'm remembering right, please correct me, right? When I got up here, Jesse Ventura was the governor, right?
Oh, okay.
Right. Didn't Minnesota have a surplus until he left?
A surplus of, you talking about just funds?
Of the budget, yeah.
Yeah, they had one even after him. But
right. If I remember right, it was like you said about 10 years ago that Minnesota had a surplus, right? When Walsh
when I was talking about that, I was talking about as far as like they seeing the numbers with these Somali fraud funds, like as far as like how much has been spent and sent out and given out versus in the last 5 or 6 years.
Right.
Yeah.
So what I mean, no matter, I hear what you're saying. No matter what, if it's fraud, it's fraud. I don't care who does it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We get our butt up every day and go to work to get taxed out the Yates.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I don't care. I'm like I said, I'm in Rochester. You know what Mayo Clinic is. We down here in the Southeast, right? Down here, no independent. I can tell y'all this with 100 because I tried to do it. I was trying to start a medical transportation business, you know, where they move the patients back and forth.
And they doing that too. They taxi in, they everything.
I couldn't get in to save my life. 98% of the medical transport in Rochester, Minnesota is Somalian.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to be rude to interrupt anybody, but I just wanted to speak to everyone. I didn't want to be rude to interrupt.
No, you good? How you doing today? How you doing?
I'm fine. How is everyone this evening?
Hello.
Blessed, thank you.
Good. Yeah, no, that is so true. That's what I'm saying. They get into.
Okay. I just want to tell Ms. Tiana, nice to finally meet her after going back and forth with her in the comments on MVP.
Yeah, I be acting up in the comments, but I be speaking my mind.
Yeah.
Okay, speak your mind, girl.
But I be spitting some real stuff though.
Yeah,
real talk.
If you say so.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Hey, we done went back and forth in them comments. Me and you.
Yeah, we definitely have. We got a little, you know.
Yeah, when you see somebody say men's viewpoint comment, that's usually me. I got other people on the platform.
Figured that.
9 times out of 10, I'm the culprit. I'm gonna be honest with you.
So nice to finally meet you.
Aw, that's so
appreciate
sweet.
that.
That's too funny. But no, to end what I was saying. But yes, they're into every little, like all them extra little jobs like that. Yes, because they're taxiing. They're even outside of Uber. They'll tell you in a minute. Oh, just call me individually. They'll tell you to call me individually. We'll come pick you up and do.
They don't stole $9 billion though. How the hell they get to $9 billion?
And that is so sad. I was like, how did y'all not like scan through some sort of paperwork? Because even with that program, see, that's why they kind of got they trying to get smart now, because what jumped it off was that Feed the Children program thing last year, a couple years ago. And so the thing is that because I work for a school system, you know, we use that program during the summertime for when we do summer programming. And so now, I see the differences, because now they got the audit person coming, sitting, watching, looking. We like, like, okay, y'all should have been doing that, because it ain't no way you're serving hundreds of thousands of kids. Like, we don't even have, our city ain't even that big like that to be serving ain't that many kids. Because let me tell you, I work for the school, and then I also work for the city part-time. Even at the city, when we do the lunches, we will get probably, and this is a big park facility, we'll probably get 15 kids that day, maybe 12 kids that might come through and get the little snack or whatever it is. Then at the school in the summertime, we actually stopped last summer because nobody was coming to get the program.
Minnesota,
so for you to sit up there and lie,
yeah, Minnesota is a working state.
Yeah. So for them to lie and say that they was giving out 1 million meals and 100,000 meals, and we was giving, like, y'all just flagged the whole system. Ain't that many people are not that home. I mean, we do have homeless people, but as far as like those programs like that with the Feed the Children type stuff, like, no. Like, y'all doing too much.
Minnesota is a working state. If you don't have a job up here, it's because you don't want one.
Right. Exactly.
This is what I don't understand, right? Now, if the state is giving federal funding, if the state is getting funded and the government is giving federal funding to
exactly. Yep. Bro, you're about to ask the right question. Yes, sir.
This is the crazy part. They paying, I know, I looked it up myself. For an infant, it's $250 a week.
Mm-hmm.
For an infant. A toddler is $225, and then kind of like an older child is $200 a week. So they getting paid by the parent, getting paid by the state, and receiving federal funding in the daycare.
Yes.
I said, I'm in the wrong business.
I used to own the daycare, so I was accepting the vouchers for it. So I understand the ins and outs of that. Yeah. So
I didn't get your phone number then.
The only way this can go, like you said, this much money is somebody is turning their head. Somebody is getting a kickback. Who? That's the question.
But listen, this is my thing.
$9 billion, bro. Ooh.
But watch it, Uncle Rick. If this is what I said. If I'm receiving, because I think the little white boy showed on paper, they received $1.9 million last year, right?
Mm.
Let me tell you something. If they gave me $1.9 million, nigga, I'm taking all the kids home. I take care of all y'all.
So they must have been, even the one daycare didn't open up until 2 when they went 2 to 10. They must have been swiping their card, and those kids was supposedly there all day.
I don't know what it was, but I'm saying if you getting money from them, the state and the federal government, I would take care of every kid in there. I'll become I live at the daycare. Give me that much money. I swear to God. I'll take care of
that's the thing. They're not supposed to even be receiving that many different types of funding at one time. Because when I accepted children, I only like if the state voucher, if that covered for the entire week for that child, I'm not going to charge the parent any extra. Now, if their rate is prorated, then I would collect the difference.
I'm trying to get understanding real quick. So a voucher, so you receive a voucher for each kid?
Yes.
So
that's on the program. So it just depends on the age, if they were school age, if they were infants, or if they were toddlers. So back then, like an infant, like you said, was like $200, $225, something like that per week, and it depends on what level you are on with the state.
And don't forget the food program money. Don't forget the food program money.
Yeah, can you get paid each day per child for each meal and each snack?
Okay, so I'm trying to. Okay, so
you get reimbursed for that.
Okay, so hold on. So real quick, Tatiana, help me understand this. So where does the money that, because since you ran, I'm just trying to get an understanding. The money that the parent gave you and the money for that particular kid with the voucher, how would you usually spend that money? I'm curious.
What do you mean, how I usually spend it?
Yeah, like where does the money go? You pay the rent for the building?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So you pay your bills, and then I had employees. I had to pay them.
Okay.
And pay any insurances or all the overhead. Yeah. And then the rest is, obviously profit. So yeah.
So they're not supposed to be that if that parent gets a voucher, they're not paying cash as well.
Well, see, no,
Well,
that's the thing.
so
Some
this is
parents, some vouchers did not cover
right.
for the
So
entire rate of the week, so
right,
the parents will pay the difference. And then
yeah,
the parents that paid 100%, we call those private pay, and they pay out of
right,
pocket.
right.
Because I've been
And we
both.
get
And
no voucher for those, for the
when my
private
kids
pays.
were 2 and 3, I had the voucher and didn't have to pay out of pocket. But when I went to private, I paid out of pocket, totally out of pocket.
So basically, just
Right.
because they have
So
a
it just
voucher, it
depends.
doesn't mean that the full tuition is covered. Basically, what you're saying.
That's correct. It
Right,
depends on
right,
it goes based off of your income.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So because
right. That's all.
I'm thinking there's some double dipping going on. So that's why my
Yeah,
mind is
no.
thinking.
Right.
Mm-mm.
No.
And then they call everybody they know to show up that day. That camera was there, and then they would started dropping their kids off.
There you go.
But hey, did y'all see how many people actually just started going by there to see if they were open making videos?
Yeah.
No, I only seen the
No,
one.
it was like people all over Minnesota was coming making videos, trying to go viral.
That's crazy.
Trying to ask
People was open. But they did have one. They did have one clip where they had talked to. They had information about a place supposed to be closed. That they said it had closed 2 weeks ago, right? Because there's different places that are calling themselves trying to get ahead of the situation. So one place had said they called, reported that their business had been closed or it's closed a week or two ago. But then they came back around and said later that evening they saw people getting dropped, like kids and families and stuff coming through, and kids getting dropped off or whatever it is. And the guy at the door was saying like, no, that it's operating, like they're open, like he doesn't know why they said that.
Watch this, y'all. Y'all want to see something diabolical?
What's that?
Sure, why not?
I'm finna show you. Hold on, no. I'm finna show y'all something. Hold on, y'all gotta watch this. Y'all gotta see this. This finna go. I did a video. Y'all didn't see it. Hold on, watch this. Give me 1 second. I'm finna pull it up. Give me 1 second. Y'all watch this. This finna mess y'all up. Watch this. Y'all gotta watch the whole video. Hold on. Let me see where is it.
Then I was laughing about the dude who tried to say they stole the enrollment
Yeah, that's
paperwork.
crazy. That's crazy. That's some $3,500 glasses.
I was
like, what?
They just come up with anything.
The enrollment paperwork and the employee information. Like, what? Who breaks in to steal that?
Hey, I did this stream, y'all. Y'all watch this real quick. Y'all gotta listen though. It's gonna take about 2-3 minutes. Hold on, listen to this.
And Rob, if you want to put up the Google link, there, the phone number to this place.
All right.
And Rob, if you want to put up the Google link, there, the phone number to this place goes to guess where, Adam?
Oh, yeah.
Tim Walz's office. Why is one of these daycares, if you call, here's the number, Pat. I'm going to call.
Y'all, did y'all hear that? Listen.
Yes. Yes.
One of these daycares that is actually funding, stealing money.
Yeah.
The phone number that's associated with that you call goes to Tim Walz's office. The man that was
and I was like, that. Yeah, I said that's really weird because I'm wondering if
the number in real time. Watch this.
and it's supposed, but if the business is like out of business, wouldn't it go to like the Secretary of State?
Get out of here. The one on the top. The Sweet Angel. That's the one right there, Rob.
Y'all, in real time. Watch this.
That's crazy.
Pat, isn't that weird?
Sweet Angel Children.
Why?
Is this?
Can you read the number for us to match it?
Pat, the number is 651.
Yep.
201.
Yep.
3400.
That's the exact. Zoom in a little bit on that number, Rob, for Sweet Angel Childcare.
Why, hey
That's the
Patrick?
same
Why in
exact
God's
number.
name would it go to Tim Walz's office? Huh?
I just searched it at Minnesota.com.
Hold on, y'all. You know what? Hold on. Let's go back a little bit. Hold on. Let's go back. Hold on. I'm about to call the number myself. Hold on. I want to do it. Hold on, y'all. All right, hold on. Y'all, I'm about to do it. I'm about to do it myself. I'm gonna see. Let me see what I get.
Right, I want to see what it because I'm wondering. I'm like, ain't that
right,
supposed to go like to the Secretary of State? I thought.
I called it myself. Listen, what's it? 201 3400.
Well, it's late, but yeah.
They might have changed it, y'all. We're gonna see. Hold on. I'm gonna hang up. Hold on.
That sounds like one of the because that's where all our state departments is at the 651 in St. Paul.
Mhm.
Thank you for contacting the office of Governor Kim Walz.
What
That's
the?
crazy.
Now,
That's crazy.
What
Oh
the?
wow.
I called the number Yo. myself.
Wow.
I called it myself to verify was that real. It was 100% real. Y'all messed me up. I was
Wow.
not ready for that, y'all. And the crazy part is they didn't even change it. I would have think they would have changed the number. They didn't even change the number. Like once it got all over the internet, why y'all didn't change the number?
That's wild. They're gonna have to find a way to pay all that back, or they ain't well.
Man, my
That's a whole
thing
nother
is
story.
somebody need to go to jail. Because I'm gonna tell you something. If there was somebody like one of us up doing that, an African American, quote unquote, we be in jail.
In jail.
yes, that's why I was like, oh my God, we couldn't get 2 or 3 good scams in. You hear me?
The fall guys are already in place, y'all. Don't trip.
Like
Fall
who? I
guys
was
are
gonna
already
say
in
who
place.
they sending.
Think
though,
about this.
'cause it's gotta
Think
be
about everybody
multiple.
that went back and got after them PPP loans.
Yeah.
They starting to lock them up.
Yeah, they wrapped all them up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. They caught the goddamn Venezuelan president in one day here.
I didn't see his wife get off that plane, but I saw him.
No, Trump ain't playing. He ain't playing no game. But, hey,
Oh,
Tatiana,
I just watched the whole video where the girl explained that whole Venezuelan thing. She said, yes, it's deeper than some oil, but it has to do with oil and money. And yeah, but yeah, she explained that whole little thing.
Venezuela is about 3 things,
Mhm.
in my opinion. 3. Oil, don't trip, right?
Mm-hmm.
They did that to let China know y'all can't be over here fucking around on this side of the planet too, right?
Mm-hmm.
China also has deep roots with the president that was in power.
Facts.
And this the thing that everybody ain't speaking on, right? Right now, Venezuela is like the crypto capital of the world right now.
Oh.
Venezuela actually has all the infrastructure. They're already using cryptocurrency to bypass US sanctions and stuff like that and still deal in the dollar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people don't see what's coming. What's coming is, especially with this what people don't see with this wall stuff, is that everything's about to go on a public ledger, especially when it comes to the government about where money's going. That's what Doge and everything is about. They're about to usher in cryptocurrency on everybody, and y'all don't even see it coming. That's what's about to
Oh,
people see it coming. That's why you have to have the IDs that we have. That's why you gotta have.
Hey, that's just like tomorrow. This is not financial advice. All right. I'm selling all my Bitcoin and jumping in XRP. I'm going all in, getting rid of all. I might just keep about 25% of my Bitcoin, but everything else I'm going to XRP 100%.
Trying to tell y'all.
Look into other platforms to get money too. So
the main,
but I wasn't making
this is not financial advice. You want to get in Ethereum, Solana,
Stellar,
Stellar, CUI, SUI, and it's one more, because those are the platforms that it's going to be running through.
Okay.
If you could get some Flare too.
Okay, I'm about to look into.
I know about that one.
Yeah, get you some Flare too.
Yeah, but XRP is they gonna be one of the big dogs though.
Yep.
Cause see, I remember, bro, when Bitcoin was at $1,200 and I had 10 grand, bro. I was gonna buy 10 Bitcoins, and I decided to diversify my portfolio, which was the dumbest thing I ever did.
You'd have been done right now, see.
I'd have been done. I'd have been laid like this every day on the internet looking at y'all.
You'd have been done, I'm telling you. And what
it's all good. Hey, but listen, we got a second chance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Solana too. You know Solana too, right?
Yes, XLM, Solana. Yeah. See what Trump about to do? He about to make all the crypto companies back they coin with treasuries. That's where the debt gonna go. That's where the U.S. debt about to go.
Okay.
Right. It's already in. All you got to. Hey, I don't know what I'm talking about. Just do your research, please. I'm a liar. Don't believe me.
Everything about to be tokenized. You're gonna be able to tokenize your house, your car. Everything's gonna be tokenized.
You're gonna be able to exactly. You're gonna be able to sell 1/10 of your house. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be able to sell 1/10 of your house.
Shoot, I'm trying to sell 100% in my house, but they ain't talking about nothing.
No, the whole
No.
infrastructure is about to change, y'all.
It's-
And let me tell y'all something. We literally have 2 years.
If that,
We got
if
2
that,
years.
if that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it's not about money. That's what people don't understand. Money comes out of thin air. There's always going to be. It's about liquidity, right? It's about money be able to be here when I need it. Not because what people don't understand. The only reason this thing works is because we get up and go to work every day. You know what I'm saying? That's the
Right.
only reason this thing works is because people work every day. We get bonded on our labor. That's what the money is from, right? So it's not about money. America's the richest country in the world. It always will be. Everybody keep talking about the dollar falling off. It could lose, but what people that's a long story, right? What people don't understand, it's not about how much money you have, it's how much money you can access at one time, right? So once liquidity goes, well, I can say, hey, I don't want to sell my house, but you could take 1/10 of it. You know what I'm saying? Give me 20,000, right? Boom. Doom. Y'all, I'm telling you, in 5 years, money gonna look totally different.
Yeah.
It's gonna look totally different than what we do now.
And right now, everybody has an opportunity to get in on it. Like, because right now, what I'm doing is for the next 2 years, for 2028, I'm not spending no money that I don't need to spend. I'm putting all my money in crypto, XLM, XRP, and the major platforms that they're going to use to distribute the money. That's all I'm doing. So I'm about to live real poor for the next 2 years because
it's simple. It's simple. Let me explain this to y'all so y'all can understand it, right? So y'all know the dollar loses value daily, right? Right.
You know what I'm gonna do? Hold on.
Hold up.
Facebook. I'm gonna shut Facebook down, and
Right. The dollar loses value daily, right? One XRP is $2.12.
Okay.
Right.
So yeah.
So just think if you had put a dollar into XRP when it was at 50 cents, that $1 would be $4 already.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right. So instead of putting your money in the bank, you make more return at 3 or 4%, that 3% or whatever percent they give you at the bank. You make more return off of crypto.
Yeah, and I got in on one of my platforms, Uncle Rick. I got in at 32 cents.
I got in XRP at like 47 cents.
Yeah. See, one of them I got in at 32 cents. The other one I got in at like $1.93. But I got 1,000 XRPs at the moment, though. I have 1,000 XRPs.
I done spent all my Bitcoin money already. That saved my Bitcoin saved my daughter's life. I told you that.
Gotcha. All right.
To invest
so
in
real
it.
quick, y'all. This is what I'm finna do. Since we can, I'm gonna show y'all this. Y'all want to watch this video?
Hey, I'm about to get out of here. I got to get out of here, man.
All right, Uncle Rick. All right.
Hey, y'all be safe, okay? Keep your eyes open.
Y'all want to watch this video? Y'all want me to play this video for y'all?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all what Uncle Rick is talking about in real time.
Trust me, I need to get up on this. I got one going to college next year, so I need.
Real quick. This right here gonna make you rich. I swear to God. Hold on.
Yeah, and I have one in college right now.
Yep.
Bring it.
Yeah, I got one right behind her, so trust me.
The biggest for tokenization and how that will impact
This is what we're
XRP and a
talking about.
host of other
Right
assets we are going to get into in this video. I want to go through step by step here why they're doing it.
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all. Y'all see this YouTube page right here? Crypto Sensei. Follow this page. Watch every video this man posts. When I say every video, I mean every single video.
Okay.
And if you need help, most of y'all know me. You can call me directly, hit my DM, whatever, and I'll help y'all on getting your money where it need to be. I don't mind helping y'all because I know y'all. All right.
All right.
Just let me know. It's real easy. It's not hard. Y'all smart women, so it shouldn't be hard. But he finna tell y'all what's finna go down.
what tokenization is, how long the time frame is going to be. I brought clips from the entire year, the best tokenization clips I could find to bring this all into one video so you can fully understand what's about to happen in the crypto market. Let's just jump right into it. Tokenization of financial markets is simply turning things like stocks, bonds, and cash or real estate into digital tokens that live on the blockchain. These tokens work like upgraded programmable shares that can move 24/7 across global internet-based systems instead of today's slow, closed plumbing. In plain English, take a real asset like a share of Apple, a treasury bond, or a building and create a digital version of it as a token on a blockchain. That token represents legal ownership or claim of that real thing, just like your brokerage statement does today, but in a more digital native form. These tokens can be sent, traded, or used as collateral almost instantaneously with rules and payouts in automated code. Why?
So basically, y'all know how like if somebody was to wire like $10 million, $60 million, it take like a week or take days to do it, right?
Right.
Basically, when everything get on the blockchain, they'll literally be able to move millions and millions of dollars in like an email.
Okay.
That's all that's about to happen. That's all he's saying right here.
It matters faster and cheaper movement of money and securities because settlement and record keeping are automated on a shared ledger instead of dozens of separate back office systems. More accessibility and liquidity. Assets that are usually hard to trade, like private equity or real estate, can be split into smaller pieces and traded more easily, and more transparent and secure ownership records, since every transfer is logged on a tamper-resistant ledger that all participants can verify.
So basically, when it comes to money, in a minute, nobody would be able to launder money. Nobody would be able to hide money. Every dime you spend eventually is going to be able to be traced.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I believe that.
So let's get into this now. I have a bunch of content.
Tokenized assets, the new $1 trillion market opportunity. But what are they exactly? Tokenized assets are digital representations of real-world things. Almost any asset can be tokenized on a blockchain. Tokenized assets are more efficient, more liquid, and more transparent. The biggest banks in the world are already exploring tokenized assets because that's what their clients want. But tokenized assets will be spread across hundreds of blockchains. That's where Chainlink comes in. It connects everything together. Chainlink is how tokenized assets go global, which is why everyone's talking about.
All right. Chainlink is a vital piece of all of this. So how does an asset become a token? First, an issuer or an institution takes a real world asset like a treasury or a fund, a piece of real estate, and wraps it in legal rights into structure that can be represented digitally. Next, they issue the token on the blockchain, then map it one-to-one with those rights, each token in its claim. Once issued, those tokens can be traded peer-to-peer, used as collateral, or plugged into on-chain financial protocols, with settlements happening in tokenized money. When you want out, you redeem the token, it is burned or locked, and then off-chain legal structure delivers your underlying asset or cash. Tokenization explained by Ondo, CEO.
Yeah. Why do we need to tokenize assets? Yeah, those in emerging markets who might not have great access to financial products and services today. So for them, tokenization is just a very simple access play. So much in the way that stable coins have driven access.
Hey, Tiara.
Yes.
Would you date him? He's super rich.
Why are you asking me? No. No.
Way too much.
No, probably not. I would probably, if I got a chance to meet him, I would probably, try to network and figure some stuff out and get some information from him.
Providers. I thought y'all like providers.
Is he gonna provide or is he gonna be all weird? I don't know.
Man, this man is super rich. Like, this man, he dumb rich.
I know, but some of these super rich, like he might be a little on the spectrum, a little
like
autistic, a little bit. Yeah, like it'd be a lot that be going with along with that.
To the dollar, for folks in Latin America and Turkey and Southeast Asia and so on. Sure. Our tokenized stocks in our Ondo Global Markets platform, which launched just 6 weeks ago, they're driving accessibility to stocks, bonds, and ETFs. The other is around the use of tokenized securities in DeFi. DeFi has certain advantages over traditional finance from an infrastructure perspective. And as a result, each of these BDs, each of these platforms is able to charge a lot of hidden fees, if you will. Like margin rates are like pretty crazy for retail in the US. And there just isn't as much competition as there would be in a more like open, composable environment like what we see in DeFi. So we're
Being a nice person who's good at your job is nowhere near enough. You need to stand.
only at the early innings of doing this, but once we have DeFi with a bunch of tokenized stocks in it, I think that's going to open the door to like cheaper, better financial services for even folks in the US.
Guys, listen, this video took me a little bit more time to put together. So if you're getting any value, just take a second to hit like. If you want to leave a comment down below, that does help, but your like would go a million ways to helping this channel grow. I really appreciate you. Tokenization is unlocking access to the world's most important markets. Let's play this one.
What I want to do is I want to ask you all the questions I hear people that are constantly debating this, starting off with, why the heck do we need tokenization? Doesn't the stock market work perfectly well? What is the purpose of doing this?
I love it. Appreciate you asking the question because it's the number one question I get. We believe tokenization is helpful for two things. Number one is enabling global access to an asset that people want, but historically have struggled to get access to. The second reason is...
So if I want to buy a house in China, all I have to do is communicate with somebody that I know specifically, and I can purchase a house in China from just using a cryptocurrency. And I have a direct line and ownership to that. And it's going to make, and I can make the transaction like that without even going over there.
Okay. Look, I was going to say something.
Go ahead.
I was going to say too, because you know that Minnesota is like basically one of the largest places for home offices to several businesses like national corporations. And I was just noticing a couple businesses, like they changed their name to something Fi. Because what was he saying? It was called DeFi?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, I was just noticing a couple like our, like one of the biggest, like our major food distribution, they're called Unfi now instead of what they used to be called. But and then I noticed another company the other day, their name is changed with that too, and I'm like, because they probably know too that that's the wave.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Put something on chain. Why do people want their asset on chain? Because they can also use it in DeFi, primarily as collateral. So putting something on chain just enables programmability, 24/7 movement of the thing. It becomes a better version of the asset than it can be in traditional rails.
What I want to do is...
All right, I got more here. Here is the CEO of Chainlink talking about the benefits of tokenization, emerging TradeFi with the DeFi efficiency.
So the efficiency benefits are things like 24/7, 365 markets, 24/7, 365 collateral management. In traditional markets, the weekend is the weekend. There's no markets.
Yeah.
And collateral management isn't even as good as that. Collateral management happens on a schedule of 21 hours, 5 days a week.
All right, so watch this. Basically, the stock market is closed on the weekend. Y'all know that, right? So basically, they're going to move everything from the stock market into cryptocurrency or put it on some type of chain link, right? And so now, once they move everything from stocks into crypto, the stock market will never close, shut down. It'll never close.
Which is a bit insane, frankly. At the end of the day, the efficiency, I think, will be a huge attracting force. But I don't think you'll be able to prove the efficiency until there's enough assets on chain that those assets begin interacting with each other and with stable coins to generate markets. So the key thing that I think has been missing, like let's say 3-4 years ago, was that institutions saw that there was enough of a market to generate tokenized things themselves. Now with the stablecoin legislation, there's a big boom in stablecoins and tokenized deposits. And that creates a market that can buy your tokenized asset, basically. So if the market of stablecoin purchasing power was 100 billion before, it's hundreds of billions now. And it's going to be trillions. That's a big market. And the second thing that happened to encourage tokenized assets to go on chain from institutions is, even though the stablecoin kind of bill from the US, the Genius Act, doesn't have anything to do with the tokenization of other assets, it's a very clear signal that legislation like this can be passed very quickly.
All right, and we need that Clarity Act with the Genius Act to really supercharge US markets. Now, we've seen this clip with Larry Fink on stage talking about tokenization will extend into financial markets.
Do y'all know who Larry Fink is?
No.
Y'all never heard of Larry Fink? So Larry Fink owns BlackRock. Y'all never heard of BlackRock? Well, he runs BlackRock.
I've heard of BlackRock.
Yeah, so Larry Fink. So he about to. That's him right here. The one. This one right here. That's Larry Fink right here.
Let's play it. It's a part of all of this that I put together for you.
There's so much conversation going on about AI and how AI is going to be reshaping the world. There's not enough conversation about how technology is going to be reshaping the financial services area too. And the need for democratization, as Secretary Bessent talked about, the democratization of investing in America. There are slews of middlemen in the whole financial services area. We have elongated settlements, elongated processes. If we could digitize every asset, so if we could digitize all stocks and bonds and have it more seamless going from a digital wallet of cash or stable coin into equities or bonds through, in most categories, through an ETF, it will reduce the friction costs, the transaction costs, and it allows a much more free flow. So there's $4.1 trillion of money in digital wallets globally, sitting in stable coins mostly. And can you now, and right now, if they wanted to go into a bond or stock or have a real estate transaction, they have to take the money out of the digital wallet into a traditional wallet and have all those commissions and fees and all that stuff. So the whole idea of tokenization of all assets, including real estate ultimately, is to just reduce huge friction costs, making investing easier, simpler. You could, as the secretary was talking about this one account, you could do this all through your app, and it's going to allow a more, I would say,
that kind of makes us dependent still on
free flowing
technology and the internet. So, and then also it is another way for them to track all the movement of the money, of your money and what you're doing.
So let me go ahead and just give y'all some real game. When the Bible speaks about one world government,
right?
This is like laying the foundation of one world government, because eventually one day there's going to be one government, one system, and if you do not comply, then you won't be able to what?
Right.
You won't be able to
do anything. You won't be able to get food. You won't be able to get So
exactly. So I understand it's a way to make money right now but I don't believe that in our lifetime that we will see that aspect of it. Maybe our kids, our grandkids might, but I don't believe that we'll see that. I don't believe we will. I don't believe we will. So right now, in my opinion, we just need to invest, get rich, get the money. You understand what I'm saying? Change your financial situation and set your kids up. So, like I said, within the next 2 years, and like I say, and we're gonna finish this video out. We ain't got that much longer, and then like I say, we're gonna shut it down for the night. But like I say, this is a great time to get into this because a lot of people miss the Bitcoin wave, a lot of people miss the Solana wave, but the XRP wave is still, you still got a chance to get in there.
Process.
It's also going to speed up the process, right? And think about how many more transactions can be done daily, hourly, yearly because of that. So it's going to give a boost to the overall economy that this technology gets unleashed in. And this is why each and every country is exploring the same technology and now is in a digital arms race to make this all happen. We will be the greatest benefiter of all of this because now you have mass adoption. You have billions more that are going to enter the space over the next 10 years, and you have been here the whole time. That is the benefit to you. All right. Real world asset tokenization of everything starts now.
We're about to get the Clarity Act out of committee, I believe, which is going to be the biggest overhaul in many ways to securities and commodities regulation in decades, which is going to make it easy for the second part of my thesis, which is the tokenization of everything. So you're going to see markets globally, including the US, start to adopt tokenized versions of equities, commodities, real estate, et cetera, et cetera. And then the third, I think you're going to see more of the same as it relates to global and specifically US debt markets, right?
See, I have a problem with this, Bill, because I wonder why replicate and why would you buy the replica when you can buy the real thing?
I wouldn't buy a replica. So that's a good question. There's a nuance there. So the early days of tokenization are going to be tokenizing existing shares, which has a little bit of value, which I'll explain in a second. But the real value comes in native tokenized equity issuance. And that has huge advantages. The first is stock markets are closed more than they're open. Okay, crypto markets don't close. So now all of a sudden you have the opportunity to have a 24/7 borderless market, right? That is 24/7 liquid, which is what investors in 2025, 2026 want, in my opinion.
And remember, this is on Bloomberg. These legacy institutions, they're the ones who collect all of these fees that you're generated when you buy and you sell stuff. Those are the middlemen that are going to get X'd out of some of this. And that is why you get some of this pushback on channels like Bloomberg Markets. Now, here is the world's largest custody bank sees tokenization as a mega trend.
Can you go into digital assets and sort of this trend toward tokenization and how that plays into the business model a bit?
Yeah, sure. It's a really important trend. It's one of the mega trends. We identified a series of mega trends about a year ago, and we said we want to position our business, invest in those capabilities that will allow us to benefit from those mega trends. Because while we want to drive and are driving organic growth, we also want to make sure that we're attaching ourselves to these big market cycles, and digital assets is one of them. Now, we just launched a partnership with a new on-chain money market fund. So we've been investing around the ecosystem for using our traditional assets and then evolving our traditional business assets to be able to be on-chain as well.
Right.
This is a new technology. The US should be a leader in new technologies, and we want to continue to be the rails of the global financial system. We want to be a standard setter as a country. And I think the new administration's seen that. The SEC, particularly under Chair Atkins, has been leaning into the topic.
All right, let's keep it going here. Remember, we're talking about 24/7 liquidity, fractional ownership, global access, on-chain settlement, and programmable compliance. And the timeline, how long is this going to take? This clip is a must.
All right, now listen, y'all. We got 7 minutes left in this video, and we finna get off here. And I'm gonna say good night to y'all. Y'all have a blessed night. But these last 7 minutes is the most important part of all of this, right? So I just played all of that so y'all can just understand what's going on. Now watch this.
See, right? This is the Paul Atkins, how long he believes it's going to take. Is it going to take 10 years or maybe just a couple?
Do you expect this is where financial services is going? Are the major banks and the brokers out there today moving increasingly toward tokenization?
Absolutely. And it's the way the world will be, here in the, maybe not even in 10 years, maybe even a lot less time, maybe a couple of years from now. So I think that all of this modernization of the markets, I think, is good. And the trouble that we've seen here over the past few years is that, the SEC, unlike historically, it never was necessarily at the vanguard of pushing new innovations. It was always,
I put this in my ears and I haven't asked anyone to repeat themselves in over 3 months. This is magic. I wish I
a little bit behind the market.
All right. How many years is a couple? A couple is around 2 years. All right. Let's keep it going. Now, this is Nadine Shakar. She works for the DTCC. And I played this clip, but the most important part of this clip is the last 10 seconds. I'm going to play the full clip, but if you don't care about it, just go to the last 10 seconds.
Years ago, actually, last week was our 2-year anniversary when we joined DTCC, and we had been working on.
DTCC is the infrastructure when you buy and sell stocks and bonds here in the United States. They have $100 trillion in assets. This is the infrastructure that is going to be tokenized starting this year.
How do we extend what DTCC does into the digital, the DeFi world? That is really the vision that we have, is how do you bridge between TradFi and DeFi? And listen, there's a lot of people with very strong opinions of what depositories won't be needed in the future, that we don't want anything that's centralized, all that good stuff. And what we actually tried to do was show them that there's actually value to have organizations like DTCC really help with that process. Now, What happens in 5 or 10 years, I don't know. My guess is it will continue to evolve and we'll do what we do a bit differently. But you needed somebody right now to be able to do tokenization in a way that continued to protect investor protections. I'm sorry, that's probably two protections in one sentence, not a good thing. Really extend it with all the legal rights and obligations that go with it. And what a depository does, which is really important, Simon, is we are also the good control location. When you have an issuer like Apple, let's assume they issue 1,000 shares. How do you make sure after the 1,000 shares get tokenized and those get tokenized and those get tokenized that there's still fundamentally 1,000 shares? And that's really what the depository does, among other things that we do. So extending that into the digital world, I think it's also important to acknowledge that our hypotheses, and I think you'll agree with that, is while we believe that someday everything will tokenize, it is going to take us a while to get there. What we've tried to do at DTCC is really, we're trying to take 55 years of evolving the US capital markets, or the largest capital markets in the world. And we're really trying to digitize that in a matter of like 50 weeks.
50 weeks. This clip was.
I heard it. 50 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's a lot really going on in the financial sphere. They're changing a lot. And right now is a great opportunity. But that Crypto Sensei, that's a good page to watch. That's one of my personal pages that I'm subscribed to. I watch every video that they post. I'm already invested. You know what I'm saying? I missed a few waves. I could have been retired, super rich. But I missed a few waves, but I'm not missing this one. I promise you I ain't missing this one.
So what do you normally have to, how much do you normally have to start to invest?
We'll start with $1. It's whatever you want to invest. Like take like XRP, right? XRP is $2 a share, right? If I'm not mistaken. Hold on, let me see. Let me pull up my account real quick. Let me see.
I'm gonna have to do this with my son because he wants to go into finance, going to college.
So XRP, well, you ain't got to go to college for this.
Oh no, I'm gonna watch it with him so he know he's ahead of the game.
All right, so XRP is at $2.07. Yesterday it was at $2. So if you had a million, let's say you had 10,000 shares of XRP. So you do 10,000 times 7 cents. That's how much money you would have made from $2 to 7 cents. So based on how many shares you got, like wherever you bought it at, then you have to average cost. So if you buy it at $2, say you spend $1,000 at $2, then you know you got how much money?
Should be too. Well, you say you gotta take the what out? You say you take what out?
No, if I bought 1,000 shares at $2 a piece, how much money I got?
Oh, at $2 a piece? Oh, then it should be 500.
No, if I bought 1,000 shares at $2 a piece, I mean I got 2,000 shares.
Well, 2,000 shares? I thought that's just how much they cost.
So one crypto is this. So let's say if I had 2,000 of these and 2,000 of these cost $2. I mean, 1,000 of these cost, I had 1,000 salt shakers. 1,000 salt shakers for $2 a piece, right? Then let's say the value of this salt shaker went up to $2.50. So then if I bought another 1,000 shares, what happened is $2.50 and $2, it would average out to probably $2.25. So now I got 2,000 of these, but now it's worth $2.25.
Yeah, versus what you paid.
Exactly.
So
because one, I bought 1,000 at a lower price, then I bought 1,000 at a higher price. So then it'll meet the middle and average out. Right?
Yeah.
Then, so you have a profit margin there. So let's say I got 2,000 of these, but now I bought it at $2.25, my average cost, and then these go up to be worth $100 a piece. And I still have 2,000 of these. Then whatever, $100, just to take minus $2.25, minus 1,000 of these. I mean 2,000 of these. But they went up. I know it probably sound confused, but these went up to value at $100 a piece.
Okay. Yeah.
So let me do the math real quick. So
I was taking out the $2.25.
All right, so let me do this real quick. I'll do it on the calculator. So if I had 2,000 times $2.25, that's $4,500, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so if these went up $100 a piece, and I have 2,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I would do is I would do 2,000. Let me take it back. 2,000 times 100. That's 200,000. So from where I bought it as $2.25, 2,000 equal to how many? 4,500. So I would just take 4,500 minus. I still end up with $195,000.
Yeah, I got some research to do.
Yeah, So me, like right now, I have 1,000 XRP. I have 500 in one portfolio, and then I have another 400. But I got over 1,000, right? So right now, I'm finna sell all my Bitcoin. I got like on one account, I got like $8,000 in Bitcoin. I'm finna sell all that, and then I'm gonna take half of that. I'm gonna take half of it. So I'm gonna take 25% of that. I'm gonna leave it in Bitcoin. 25% I'm gonna put in XRP, and then I'm just gonna take the rest. But I got 2 accounts with Bitcoin, so I'm just gonna take a lot of that money because Bitcoin is 88,000 for just. So say this is one Bitcoin. Bitcoin is at 88,000 right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I make more money long term taking this out and putting in XRP, even though Bitcoin gonna go up. So you can treat Bitcoin like a savings account.
Yeah. Yeah.
I won't make the money. So I'm gonna take it all out of Bitcoin and I'm gonna put it in XRP because XRP gonna be worth a lot of money one day. I'm talking about stupid. It's gonna be ridiculous. And
I used to have stocks and Bitcoin, but it was like just playing around with it and seeing it go up from $1 that I put in there, and then it goes up to $6, and then it goes back down because the market didn't change and things like that. So
exactly.
But I want to play with, not play with, but I want to put some real money in there and see what happens.
No. Listen, I'm telling you, you just got to put it in there and wait. I'm telling you, the people just really told you we got 2 years to get money in the market where you're gonna see a real return to make some real money back, like straight up. Like we literally got 2 years. So if you miss these next 2 years, listen, ladies, I ain't trying to be funny with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I do my own nails, giving my nails money to them Asians. I do my own hair. Listen, I will sacrifice for the next 2. I will find out how to invest in this, sacrifice all that extracurricular, put that money in the market and let that money grow, and then go get your toes done.
Yeah, that's okay, because my daughter do nails here at home. So
that's what I'm saying.
Got that good, and I break my own.
Do some sacrifices. Listen, I'm finna get back out in the work field and work. I haven't worked in 5 years. I'm finna get back out and work just to take all that money that I make and put it in the market. So when it hit, I can sit back and curl my toes again.
Might as well go back to teaching. I did.
Right.
Straight up. But listen, I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the live. Tatiana, I know we switched the subject when you pulled up, but I appreciate you for joining. Stay in them comments. Keep doing y'all thing. And I'm going to start going live more, so pay attention because I'm going to be going live more. So remember, I'm going to start going live on YouTube and Facebook. But what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to get everybody on my Facebook to come over and start watching me on YouTube.
Did they ask you guys for like a trial to do this StreamYard?
I had to click through a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I'm like,
no. So listen, are y'all following me on YouTube?
I don't yet, but I will after we get off this
follow me on YouTube. My name right there, Trey the Truth Teller. That's my YouTube page.
Yeah, I had to find that. Yeah.
Okay. Because if I put the StreamYard in the comments, it's easier to go through YouTube than Facebook. Okay.
Yeah, because
but even after the YouTube, it still took me through some other things. It was asking me to do a trial and all kind of stuff. But yeah.
Okay. Well, listen, just follow Trey the Truth
And
Teller.
I'm like, I don't been on StreamYard before. Hold on, but yeah.
Okay. Did y'all subscribe to my YouTube?
I am when I get off of here.
Yeah, I thought I already was following you. Yeah.
No, because the only thing I do have is your Facebook. That's how I knew you was live.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna start going live on both, but what I'm gonna do is I'm just trying to get everybody on Facebook to come over to YouTube. So
Okay.
I'm gonna start doing more YouTube stuff than Facebook. So, but I appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all tomorrow.
All right. See you tomorrow.
All right.
Bye,
Peace
y'all.
and blessings. All right.